Going live right now.
We are live. This is not Memorex, folks. This is live, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 70 of ClearPropTV.com, PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, and of course, Paratalk.org. Welcome, everybody. Tonight is open mic. We got a lot of people here, and we're going to go through and we're going to introduce ourselves. Welcome, everybody. My name is Sean Symons, PPG Grandpa. I live in Conway. I quit all of my jobs that I was working for the man, and now I am working completely just doing paramotor. That's my life. That's all I want to do. I don't want to do anything else but to work for myself and get people up in the sky. Matter of fact, there's some people in here that are in my second class of Arkansas paramotor. So we're going to introduce everyone real quick. TJ, go ahead and introduce yourself, please, sir.
TJ Moore, PPG Fix It. I fell in love with this about a year ago, and I'm still trying to get in the air. My first attempt, I hit the ground.
Oh, he's talking about kiting. When we went out kiting this last weekend, it's no big deal. Hey, that's what happens. Where are you from?
Conway, Arkansas.
Conway, Arkansas. You know what? That sounds familiar. I think I live here too. That's so cool. You actually found me through this podcast, correct?
Actually, whenever you flew to Denny's.
Oh, okay. That's right. I flew to Denny's. It was just right down the street.
That's how I found out about you, then I hunted you down.
Yeah, and he hunted me down. He definitely did. Well, welcome, TJ. Thank you for joining us today. Next, we have Shannon and Mickey. I'm not sure where they're from, but I guess they're going to tell us where they're from.
Hey, I'm Shannon. This is my dad, Mickey. We live in Conway, Arkansas, and we got hooked to paramotoring because my dad's a huge YouTuber, and he actually has wanted a gyrocopter his whole life, except those are extremely expensive. And a Tucker Got video, you know how YouTube selects certain videos of what you're watching, and a Tucker Got video came on for my dad, and he got hooked to paramotoring, and he said, hey, what would you think about doing this? And I was like, I'm a adrenaline junkie, so I'm on board. And then I went this weekend to one of Sean's classes and kited for the first time, and I am now hooked. You couldn't tear a paramotor out of my hands if I had one. I promise you that. So I'm glad to be here and excited to be a part of the community.
She's always talking about skydiving. I said, man, that's a no-brainer. Why do you want to skydive? You get one of these, you can just hang out up there. You don't have to come down, except when you want to. But I just think it's awesome. I'm 75. I don't know how many years the Lord's going to let me have, but I talked to Mike there. Me and Mike go back a long way. We just met Saturday, but we're deep sea divers from way back, certified deep sea divers. So that's a pretty good thing to have in common. That's a bond that not many people have. And but we've done a lot of things. I'm sure Mike has too, that from rock climbing to deep sea diving, all that stuff, and I never got to fly, and I always had a desire to do that. And so I was looking for a halfway decently economical way to get in the air, and this looked like the best way for me, and I'm real excited about it. Don't know how long it's going to take, but that's where I'm going. So it's always good to be surrounded by people you can trust, people with integrity, and you can count on them. And that's why we're here.
Absolutely. Well, definitely welcome to the show. We're glad that you and your daughter are here, Shannon and Mickey. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's see, who else do we have here? Michael, you're one of my students. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what got you into paramotoring or wanting to paramotor.
Mike Plummer. We'll be going as PPG Majestic Air. My wife and I have adrenaline junkie bones in us. I've been chasing her since I was 10. Got away and moved out of state and did my wild oats sowing in a different state, and came back and caught up with her again and 10 years ago, and we've been together ever since. And I knew she was right when we went out to, on our first date. We went for a drive through the wilderness and came across a cliff to jump off. And when I jumped, she was right behind me, so I knew she was the one for me. She's got 7 parachute dives behind her, so she's got a little bit more experience in this area. It's all new to me. I've been around planes and stuff, but just planes never were my attraction. I wanted to step up off the planet. That's all I want to do, is just take those steps right up off the planet.
Absolutely. Now, where are you from, and how far away from you am I? How far away is that?
2 hours, about 2:10 is what it took for me to get to you. I'm in Jonesboro, Arkansas, northeast Arkansas, about an hour from Memphis.
Okay. And you drove 2 hours or so just to come over and hang with me on Saturday to see what paramotoring is all about.
You betcha, and I had a blast.
And we're definitely going to be talking more about that today, and definitely welcome. Glad you're here. We also have Nick. Oh my goodness, we got Nick in the house. You win, all of our prizes and everything. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and welcome to the show.
Thanks. I'm from Florida, Port Charlotte. It's the Southwest. Seen a lot of Tucker Got videos, and was actually trying to get scuba certified and couldn't get scuba certified because of my lungs. I had blebs on them. And so I took my money and I bought a paramotor.
Wait a minute. You got a paramotor. Did you get training, or you're self-training?
I have been self-training so far.
All right. And that's something that we're going to be talking about today. Right? All right.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much for being on the show. Appreciate it. We're definitely going to be talking about self-training and what you've gone through so far. And we appreciate you being on the show. So thank you very much. Also, we got Jim from carepp.com and careppg.com. Welcome, Jim, to the show. Tell us real quick about you and why are you here? What are we doing with you guys? What's our alliance going on?
Hello, how's it going? I'm with Care. And how's the internet connection? Because you were getting quite glitchy there.
You're frozen right now, but we can hear you, I think, okay?
Okay, well, cool. We're setting up a Paramotor Calendar for the community, and we've through ppgzone.com and create pictures for the to be considered, and we've got quite a few good ones there right now, and we're looking forward to some more. We've got a really nice calendar that's going to come together. We're going to vote on all the pictures soon, and then we'll choose the top 12, and then we're going to collage with some of them as well.
Absolutely. So Jim is definitely helping us out. We're going to be printing up a bunch of calendars with your picture. So if you haven't uploaded your paramotor pictures, use the link down below, paramotorcalendar.com. Go there, upload your pictures, because we're going to be voting on those very soon. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining us. We appreciate you. And I sent you something in the mail too, by the way. So you should be getting that soon. Let's see. We got, I just saw Brian Haybale Waller holding something up. Brian Haybale Waller, welcome. What you got holding up here?
Oh, just my new ClearPropTV.com shirt.
Right on.
Oh,
Got it in
nice.
the mail
I'm
today,
digging
man.
it.
Still smells fresh.
It smells like my house, but whatever, right?
Oh, that's all good. No, man, I appreciate the stuff for sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
You deserve it. Tell everybody about who you are and why are you so famous?
Famous. I don't know who you've been talking to. He keeps telling people that. Probably for kicking a hay bale and making a Tucker Got crash review video. That's my claim to fame, apparently. But no, I make a few YouTube videos. I grew up in aviation. My dad had an ultralight club in the late 80s and 90s growing up. So we got a grass strip in the front yard. So we fly some fixed wing. And I got to do some traveling, retire early. And I got lucky enough to run into paramotors so I can travel and fly. And it's just been completely taken over my life since I got into paramotors. I was down about 3 months with a broke leg, and my first fly in, I got to meet some of these guys and got back up in the air. And man, it was righteous. So
Good deal. How can we find you, and how can we check out your shenanigans on YouTube?
go to ppgbrian.com and you can look up Brian Waller on YouTube and you'll find me. Check it out.
Awesome. So make sure you go to ppgbrian.com, subscribe to his YouTube channel, hit that bell notification because he's going to be uploading lots of cool stuff here in the future, especially when he goes to Bad Apples. Never trust a skinny chef, Shane. Welcome to the show, sir.
I just had my wife run out to the mailbox to see if there's anything in the mailbox for me, but apparently there's not.
Well, I guess surprise, I'm a jerk.
Wow.
Hopefully you'll get it tomorrow and you can sport it next Monday when we're on the show. So anyways, tell us a little bit about yourself, Shane, and how do we get up with you and your shenanigans?
I'm 6 foot tall. I'm a Leo. I like long walks on the beach. I like my steak medium. I've been flying. I don't know how long I've been flying, since like a year and a half, maybe a year and 5 months, something. I don't know. I like to fly. I like to cook, and I don't know. What else do you want me to say that I haven't already said a billion times?
Well, you know, for all the people that may have not seen the show that are here brand new, what do you do on Tuesday nights, and how can we check you out then?
Well, first of all, you can get a hold of me from ppg.shane. I'm sorry, yeah, it was ppgshane.com. That's what it is. Or Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane, which is a lot harder a lot of typing. Anyways, on Tuesday night, we do kind of similar thing right here. We hang out, talk about whatever. It will jump from one topic to another for about 2 hours, and we have a good time doing it.
So welcome to the show. And if you haven't already noticed, guys, he's also our resident comedian. Oh, yeah. And he also flies a paramotor. That is so awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show. We also got Eric Lear at ppglear.com. Welcome to the show, sir. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how do we get up with your shenanigans?
Hey, guys. Let's see. PPG Lear here. As a lot of you know, I am married to Jade, which is also paramotorgirl.com or Flying Flamingo Jade. And we started flying about a year ago. We live in northern Wisconsin. So the people that were wondering where we live northern part of the state. So we have a lot of wintertime here. And you can also find us, besides here monitoring the chat, you can find us on the Tuesday night hangout with Shane, which is always a good time also.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Appreciate you being on the show tonight and your loyalty towards me and Shane. That's really awesome. We can't do it without you. And of course, we can't forget the one and only Linda Anderson. She's our cheerleader. Honestly, without her, I don't know how we book people to come on the show. You can find her at paramomusa.com. So, Linda, tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your son and what he does.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Paramom USA. My son is Robert Michaels, and he is the host of paraglidingtalk.com on Thursday nights. So make sure y'all catch him on Thursdays. And I'm kind of like Robert's PR. And then I kind of PR the show here. And I grew up in Michigan and decided to get out of Arizona and come back to my roots and be with family. And I'm having a great time with everybody, just following everybody flying and everybody's trying. I know everybody wants to get me out there. As soon as I get settled where I'm going to be, definitely, I'll take you guys up on coming out on a fly-in for sure.
And you don't fly yet, correct?
I don't fly yet, no, but many people want to take me on a tandem, so that would probably be my first thing.
Okay.
So like Robert's in San Diego, so who knows? You know, you never know.
You never know. Well, like I said, we couldn't do this without you. We appreciate you on here. And Linda's on here because, you know, she doesn't fly. And a lot of times we talk about things that are maybe advanced. And her job is to say, wait. What does that mean? So she keeps us grounded. And, you know, it kind of helps us because sometimes, I mean, I know there's a lot of paramotor podcasts out there. And when I first started, I'd listen to the Paramotor podcast and I would be lost with all the different terminologies that people were talking about. And I wish that somebody would have said, hey, wait a minute, what is that? Or me having the ability to say, hey, what is that? So that is what Linda's job is. So we appreciate you.
All the time. I mean, remember when I first started the show, and then when I started with Robert's show, I'd make notes. I'd hear you guys talk, and I just listen to everything what you're talking about. So the next time when you bring up something, you know, some lingo, I'd be like, LZ, yeah, I know what that is. Okay, you know, kind of thing. So
absolutely. Well, thank you very much for being on here. We got a big panel, and we also have John Wayne that's popped up here. Been to a couple of get-together fly-ins with him. So, John, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been flying? And didn't you just come in for a landing not too long ago? And don't forget, you're on mute still. You need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, just a few minutes ago, I got out of the sky real quick. It was a little rough.
So you just landed. What do you fly?
Yeah, I fly a Mac fly with an Atom 80 universal, and I fly every day that there's a possibility of staying up, even if that means getting up and getting back down real quick, which is what happened today. But
I think that's what it's all about: getting up there and flying around and enjoying ourselves. So thank you, John, for being here. And you know, tonight is open mic night. I believe I got everyone right. Everybody had a chance to talk, right? I hope so.
Yes.
If not, like I said, I'm a jerk. I do want to say thank you, Will Fly, donated into the super chat. Thank you very much. Kent Stamey donated also and said hello, everyone. So thank you, Will Fly. Thank you, Kent Stamey. Any donations that we get in the super chat is put back into ClearPropTV so we can buy fun things that we can give away to other people on the show. And in the future, we're also going to help getting some disabled veterans in the sky. Yay. That is awesome. Tonight is open topic, but one of the things that we want to talk about is flying paramotors and how we're getting into paramotors, different places that you can go and get instruction out there, the prices of instruction, and people that have been out there for many, many years that are doing instruction, including, I think there's a guy that's doing free instruction out there. So we might even talk about that. Anyways, welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome everybody that's in the chat. Anyone have the chat up that wants to say hello to everybody in the chat real quick? Brian, do you have that information?
Yeah, sure. We got Bill H, Eric, Will Fly, Nick Griffiths in the chat, Kelby Cox, Mark Gilroy, Randy Milstead, Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane, Flying Flamingo, DeWeese Milstead. So we got a couple of those. I saw Mary in here earlier. Jeremy Isbell, Kent Stamey, Dave Aller, quite a few folks.
Awesome.
Sorry if I missed your name.
Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
You guys are more than welcome to jump on this Zoom chat anytime that you want to. Again, I will drop the Zoom ID and passcode in here. So if you want to talk about anything paramotors, just jump on and say hello. But real quick, first, before we go into anything else, the couple of students that we have in here, we got together this last Saturday. They were able to see a paramotor for the first time or a glider for the first time, understand a bunch of terminology that they didn't understand before that they've learned. They've learned some airspace and a bunch of other fun things. So the guys that were out there, and Gail, sorry, Shannon, what did you learn and what did you think about hanging out with me Saturday? Michael, Shannon, Mickey, TJ? Anybody want to chat?
Ground space.
Well, I learned I'm a natural.
Yeah.
That kid is so modest.
I learned a lot of the, like ground, MSL,
GL.
AGL. Anyways, airspace is what I learned. And
Learn, we got to hit this, dude.
yeah, we got to read that. I learned there was no other place I would have wanted to be Saturday than learning all about paramotoring. So
now when you kited the wing for the first time, did you expect it to be so much
powerful?
force? Yeah.
Yeah, no. I actually didn't think I could get it up. But then when I got it up, and then, I mean, you guys, I let it go because I thought it was about to take off. It freaked me out. He's like, why didn't you use the brakes? And I said, because that's not in my head right now. In my head, it's a big kite that's about to take me away.
So when the winds settled down a little bit and we had some really nice laminar wind, she saw me hand kite it. And I said, that's kind of advanced, but I said, if you want to go ahead and try, go ahead and try it. Boom. First time up, she was up hand kiting the darn thing. I'm like, wow, that's pretty awesome. So.
And that was the antique.
Yeah, that's right. That was your antique, wasn't it?
Where was that from? Russia or someplace?
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
Yeah.
There's no telling what that kite has done.
No. So Michael actually brought a wing with him that he and his wife were practicing on as far as kiting before he came down and talked with me for the first time. And what'd you get it for free? All you had to do is pay shipping.
Yeah, I've been trying to do this for 5 years. I mean, just every time I get close, something happens and snatches it away from me, and I've been down in the dumps and back up, and just after this virus thing happened, it was very liberating to find out that everything's taken away instantly. So that kind of put a new perspective on life, and we're just gonna hammer down now. That's paramotor. We're gonna fly one way or another. We're gonna do it.
Well, we also found out too that your kiting wing that you got, the lines, I think the A's are stretched on one side and shrunk on the other, and it's very, very difficult to kite the wing. So unfortunately, we don't recommend that wing to even try to kite on, because you'll learn bad habits just to try to get up above your head. And you did try that, right, before you came over and see me on Saturday. What happened when you guys tried to get that?
We were I made sure that we were staying in low wind. I didn't, like I said, I have no idea. I had no idea of the power. As Shannon was saying, I had a theory down of what was going on, and how much sheet there was there. And then of course the rating said 275 pounds would is capacity for lift on it. And I was like, well, that's enough for me. And so we took it out and felt the braze in it, tried to build the wall and learn how to do that. And I didn't want to harness up. I just wanted to kind of.
Did his audio change, or is it just me?
Yeah, something just changed.
Michael, something happened with your audio, and I don't know what happened.
I can still hear him. It just changed.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in a tin can. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Tyler Vowles just gave $10. Appreciate that, man.
Tyler, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Like I said, anything that you guys donate comes back here as gifts that we send out to you guys. We appreciate you. Oh, looks like we got Mark George from Paraswag USA in here. Welcome, Mark. Appreciate you joining us. All right, TJ, you were able to get a new wing from One Up.
One Up, yes, I think.
And
finally broke it out this weekend.
And yeah, so you brought it over. You had it sitting in your house for what, a month?
Yeah, and everybody had fun with it this weekend, but TJ.
So TJ opened it up, and he tried to kite it, and we're going to be working on that for sure. Shannon really did really well kiting that wing too, so that was really good. And
yeah, we got some videos of her out there messing up.
messing up. And then I had to take it for a spin because TJ was like, I want to see it up in the air. So we hooked it up, and I took it for a spin, and it turned out.
Oh yeah, that was awesome too, man.
And it flew really good. Matter of fact, that was my first A-wing I ever flown. My first A-wing, or my first wing that I flown was a Roadster 3, and the second one was a Gen Vantage. And my wings, my personal wings, but I also flown some other wings. Anyway, so TJ, that was fun. So we're going to be working with you.
Is that an A wing? Because I thought it was a B wing. I guess I don't know the difference yet. Because I thought it was advertised as a B wing.
Okay, doesn't it have all the stuff it needs by the time you use all the types? You can turn it almost into a B wing?
No. This was an A wing.
Okay, but it's
Sean has a B wing.
And that's one of the fun things when it comes to class is that we're going to be talking all about the different types of wings and stuff like that, the different ratings and why they're rated like that. That's when you're self-training, you can get yourself up in the air. Like I was trying to tell you guys before, and everybody knows that has flown, the flying part is not difficult. It doesn't take long to actually learn how to kite and to run up in the air, and you turn, pull right, you turn right, pull left, you turn left, you come in, you pull both, you flare and you land. I mean, it's not difficult to fly, but going to class is not about flying. Going to class is all about the other stuff that you miss when you go and just try to learn yourself. For example, we have in here, we got a self-trainer, and Nick is in here. So real quick, Nick, you want to self-train to save money, which of course everybody wants to, save money. That's what it's all about. And, are you, when you're self-training, how are you self-training? I mean, what are you doing to self-train? Do you have the PPG Bible? You're going through videos, and are you trying to learn just how to fly or everything else that there is to learn?
Well, I'm trying to learn everything. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and I do have the PPG Bible. I've been reading that. Doing a lot of kiting. I just recently ripped my wing soaring down a big hill. I was kiting up the hill with the wind, and then turning around and running down the hill and soaring all the way to the bottom. Well, one time I went up and the kite went over the side of the hill and almost dragged me off the hill. And then when I brought it back up into the air, it caught onto a stick and ripped a little cell of my wing out.
Yeah. So I saw the picture. You sent it to me. I saw that. So you're not going to patch it. You're actually going to send it out to get it professionally fixed. Is that correct?
Yeah, I sent it out to Cloud9. The 4-week mark is up tomorrow, so I should be hearing something back tomorrow.
Nice. Now, did you get it like an annual check on it too, to check everything, or just to get that fixed?
Just to get it fixed. I just bought it about 2 months ago.
So you bought it brand new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
man.
brand new, and I'm sorry, were you gonna say something, Brian?
No, that's too bad, man. 2 months. I was just wondering, you were just kiting, right? You didn't have a motor on your back?
No, no motor, just a free flight harness, and I was just gliding down a hill. Pretty big hill at that.
So downhill was downhill and downwind?
Yes. No, I was going into the wind.
Okay. Gotcha. That makes a huge difference.
Right.
Yeah. The kite would pull me up the hill, and then I would turn around and fly into the wind.
So how many flights do you have under your belt now?
Gliding like that, probably 3.
I mean, have you flown with a motor yet?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, he's just doing bunny hills. So he's doing right. I mean, he's practicing with the wing without instruction, but he said he wants to get instruction before he takes a solo.
Yeah.
It's nice to have an instructor that knows what he's doing in your ear that first time you go up. I mean, you will forever appreciate that. And getting somebody that helps you adjust your harness properly on your motor is a huge deal. Doing the hang points and that kind of thing. So yeah, man, any kind of professional instruction you can get for that first flight for sure is highly encouraged.
Now, Brian, you went to Aviator for training, correct?
Yeah, I was lucky enough. I wasn't in a huge hurry that I waited. It was something like 6 months to get into the school at the time. So, but
No.
it's a 2-week boot camp type process where you spend 14 hours a day, at this class. And, you're there before sunrise to after sunset. Day 3 or 4, you're usually flying, and then the rest of the 2 weeks, you're getting in your ground school and knocking out a bunch of flights. It's a great school.
Now, what kind of knowledge did you have to go through, and how long was that knowledge part, as far as like your airspace and maintenance on your motor, sectional charts, the weather, and all that?
Yeah, so the ground school lasted probably the first 10 of the 14 days of class. We would do that during the day. They sent us a PPG Bible. As soon as you register for the class, they send you one, and they want you to read that entire book before you show up. It's my impression now they even send you a small kiting wing to you in advance, so you can do like Nick's doing. You could get some kiting practice under your belt before you show up for class. So they do a lot of different things to try to make you successful. That's ultimately their goal, is they want you to be successful and to enjoy the sport safely for a lot of years, and to be a good sponsor for the sport too, and to not do things that would possibly cause regulation for all of us. So their number one rule is DBAD. So it's basically the golden rule. be good.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Shane also he got formal training too. Where'd you go, and what'd you think about your schooling, Shane?
Went to Four Winds PPG. Lauren is a fabulous pilot, and I've said this a million times. I was a horrible kiter. I couldn't kite to save my life. I got hung up on that forever. But that too shall pass. I'm perfectly fine at kiting now, and I don't have any issues. But yeah, I'm very thankful that I went to Four Winds. I had some issues, but it was more with myself than it was with the school or anybody else. I'm one of those people that when I get hard on myself and start beating myself up, and well, then I just shut down. And Well, I'm no good to no one at that point. So, but yeah, the school's phenomenal. They're now in Georgia, so they're no longer in Florida. And I believe they'll be at the fly-in if I read some messages correctly.
The Bad Apples?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, I'm sure that you did a lot of research, watched a lot of videos on YouTube, maybe even read the PPG Bible before you went to school. Were you surprised at how much you didn't know that you didn't know when you got to school and started training?
I actually showed up at the school thinking, because I watched thousands of hours of paramotor videos, that it was going to be a cakewalk. And quickly did I find out that it's way more than any videos you can watch constantly. And I found myself truly behind the eight ball. I mean, I did expect to just walk in there and take the kiting like no big deal, take flight like it was no big deal. I had a rude awakening for sure.
You watch all these YouTube videos with people taking off, you know, that have done it 1,000 times, and they're taking off in 7-mile-an-hour laminar winds and make it look so easy. It's not like that. You're going to get out there in the mornings, and there's not going to be any wind. As soon as you lay your wing out, it's going to get wet, which makes it heavy. And you're going to have to run hard. You're going to have to want it. And until you learn the techniques that make it easier, it can be downright frustrating and extremely physically challenging during your first training. I mean, you're going to be hurting those first few days doing the kite and stuff. At least I was, and I was in pretty good shape at the time.
Absolutely. Now,
that's my problem, is getting into shape.
Round is a shape. I'm round. A shape.
Absolutely, round is a shape. So, I guess I'll ask Brian the same thing. Before you went to school, you probably watched a bunch of videos and read, material, and you thought that, it's like, well, I see Tucker do it. I watched a bunch of videos. I think I got the hang of it. Maybe it's probably going to be easy. I'll just go to school though, maybe I might learn something, but I probably won't because I know everything. What'd you think about that? As far as like someone that was wanting to self-train, they watch all the videos. What kind of stuff did you not know that you didn't know?
Man, it's hard. I had never touched a wing when I went to class. And then I show up the first day of class. You got guys like Kyle Mooney out there putting on a show, doing the infinite tumble. I'm like, okay, yeah, man, I'll be doing that next year. But no, you really have to check your ego at the door. Everything you think you know, talking to Aviator and their different instructors, there's a lot of people that come in there that are F-16 pilots. They may struggle more than somebody that's never flown before. Engineers struggle because our mindset, we try to overanalyze everything. To me, just be able to put my faith in an instructor and become that robot and do what he says to do. That was probably one of the biggest challenges I had in class. But everybody has their own challenges. Some are physical, some are mental.
I will tell you, no matter who trains you or who you get trained by, you are going to, for a very long time, have those instructors or instructor in your ear on takeoff, on landings. I mean, I still hear Lauren telling me, hands up, chest out, blah, blah, blah. Every video that I watch, I know exactly what I'm saying to myself at that part of the video, because it's literally hands up, chest out, check your wing, give a little throttle, taxi. I hear it, dude. It's still in my head every time I launch and every time I land.
And your landings are getting better and better, right?
Yeah, I don't go into the ground anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I never really had a problem with landing so much. I was actually flaring a little early at one point. I don't know what I was thinking. It's just a little habit that I picked up, and I had to, I watched a couple of my landings on video and figured it out. And which is another thing too, is a good practice to do is take video of your launches and landings so you can see what you are and aren't doing correctly.
I'm gonna ask that question.
Yeah, let me jump in here on that video stuff that Shane's talking about. You know, when I first started flying, the first flight, I wanted to throw a GoPro on my helmet. And my instructor said, you know, you can do that, but, you know, I would suggest you don't do it. And I did it anyway because I wanted to capture my first flight, which he told me later. He goes, you know, it's good to be videoing your first flights and everything from a GoPro and your helmet and all that. He goes, but you'll get much more use if you set it up on a tripod and capture your takeoffs and your landings, because that's where it's all at. You know, everything in the air comes pretty natural after you've kited a little while and you've flown a few times, you know, unless you start pulling them brakes toggles a lot further than you normally would and start doing wing overs and stuff, which is going to be years down the road, probably, if at all. You know, a lot of us jump into this, say, we're not going to do nothing but fly around the sky. I just want to look at stuff. And then the next thing you know, you're getting a little bored with that and you're wanting to try to do something. And then you see things going on around you at some of these events and people not being safe like they are or should be. And it makes you rethink that, you know? So there's a lot to it. The training is a must, Nick. Whether you get, you know, a full training schedule or you, like you said, you're learning to kite, I can guarantee you when you go to your instructor to learn to fly, he's going to show you some tips and tricks on your kiting that you didn't realize. There's a lot there to learn. There's, you know, it's not just kiting a wing. It's, you know, these guys will tell you when you have no wind and you're doing a forward launch, there's a lot of stuff going on right there. There's a lot. That's the most violent part of that flight is that forward launch and that takeoff, because you have so much going on at one time.
Well, I'm glad that you, you know, you were here, and we introduced everyone here just a little while ago. So, Mark, George, real quick, can you tell us about yourself and your .com?
I actually think I know Nick, if this is the same Nick that I think it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, do you have a paramotor?
No, I actually bought one from you.
Is this it right here?
I think it is.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, this is what we're sending Nick. He's got all of his other gear already. We've just been waiting on this. I had to get his motor place. He's going to be putting an Atom 80 on this. So, anywho, yeah, I trained with Kyle O'Glee. Everybody knows him. He's, you know, I met a couple instructors before I started with him, and he's who I felt comfortable with. And, you know, that may be something you do is you kind of talk to a few guys, man, and just kind of feel them out. You know, just because a guy's an instructor, that doesn't mean you're going to jive with him. But I haven't found anybody really that Kyle O'Glee doesn't jive with, to be honest. He's got pretty oily skin. But yeah, man, I trained with him. You know, I did a few lessons with him, got in the air. And like Brian said, you're going to have years of training, because anytime I fly with Kyle, if he sees that I'm doing something wrong or he sees something that maybe I could improve on, he's pointing it out. There's no shame in his game. I promise you.
Yeah, you never stop learning. And I just want to add one thing to that, the video aspect. Taking a video of flight is awesome. Go back and look, but the videos you really learn from are the third person videos from somebody off to the side on the ground filming your launch and landing. Those are the ones that you can look back and truly learn from. When it's on your helmet or your chest, not so much. And the saying goes, what you don't spend on training, you will spend on gear. And so far, that seems to hold pretty true from the people we've interviewed on this show. We've had a few exceptional people that have self-trained, been flying for years. They're doing acro now and have never really had any major incidents. So, you know, it's doable. But I think I'll recommend training for sure.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, that's actually one of the things that we are going to be doing. I already talked to one person, but this is what we got going on. I don't know if if you can see this, but I got a whole bunch of these. These are bike helmets with GoPro mounts. So we're going to put a GoPro session on this along with a 360 camera and 2 other cameras. So when they actually do kite, we can see all the different things that we're doing as far as kiting is concerned. We also got a bunch of these type, and we're actually going to build our very first communication helmet and show how easy it is to build a communication helmet that's really inexpensive. I mean, why do you need to go and spend $500 on a communication helmet when you can build one for less than $100? So yes, as far as video is concerned, absolutely 100%. Video is incredible. Also want to say thank you, John Wayne. He donated $20 in the super chat. Also, we appreciate you once again. Anything that you guys donate to the super chat, it just comes back around in here. We buy things and we give them away. Unfortunately, our senior engineer is not here tonight, so there's no spinning wheel of winning things. But we'll probably try to give something away here. Just because you guys are so generous in helping us out. Another thing that we're going to be doing too is donations are going to help disabled vets get in the air too, because once our Arkansas Paramotor school goes live on the 4th of July, we're going to start giving away free slots for disabled vets. So we appreciate everyone that is out there. And if you guys know any disabled vets around Arkansas, we're going to be taking them first. So please give them my number, 501-747-3558. You can email me at ppggrandpa@gmail.com. So many different ways of getting up with me. Get up with me and let me know if you have somebody that is a disabled vet that would like to get up in the sky that doesn't have the money for it. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue real quick. Who else would like to chat about paramotors out there? I see there's a chat. Is there a question? Our paramotor, how long has Mark been flying? Mark Paraswag, George Paraswag, USA. Mark, how long have you been flying?
Since 2019.
Okay.
I'd like to know if anybody has dealt with flight junkies. Captain Kirk.
No.
I dealt with him for about 5 seconds on a video, and that was it.
I talked to him a couple times.
I did have to call him one time on a wing. He was very informative on the wing that I had, but he also believed that the wing that I had was the best wing in the world, and I never needed to have another wing. And that was a Edel Power Atlas, which is so untrue.
Was it a wing that he was selling?
Yeah, that's what they carry for the Fresh Breeze is those Power Atlases. So they sell them in packages. You can get the Fresh Breeze, the Power Atlas. That was actually how I got in. I bought, just to make a long story short, a guy trained with Captain Kirk. He did 2 flights, and he said he didn't want to do it anymore. And he spent over $10,000, about 13 grand on gear and training. And I picked that same gear up for $4,600.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, what it's not a good deal is the guy had a bad experience flying, and all the money that he spent on the gear. You know, I got it second. I was the second or the third owner of it. A guy bought it from him, and I don't know what he paid the guy for it, but that's how much I paid for what I got. And I got a full paramotor and a wing. So I mean, I had everything but a reserve to go flying for $4,600. But everybody knows that those Fresh Breezes weigh about 80 pounds, you know, and I weigh 170 pounds. So it was fun learning on that thing, and I got rid of it as soon as I could. Was you gonna say something, Brian?
No, I don't think so. Was it? I was reading the chat.
Well, I mean, it's just sad that somebody spends that kind of money, and because they didn't get proper training, they had a bad experience flying, and they gave it up, and they lost a lot of money.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I totally agree. I've heard several stories like that. I just don't want to talk bad about anybody, man. I just say you get what you pay for when it comes to training. You don't have to go to the highest end school. There's a lot of very capable people out there. I think, our host of the show, he's got several guests on the panel tonight that are people from his area that are taking his class, and that's awesome. And there's a lot of people out there that can teach you to fly. But just remember, in the end, you're the pilot in command, and you're only going to be able to make as good of decisions as what you've been taught. And you're not going to know how you're going to react to certain situations till you get into them. And if you don't know what you don't know, if you don't know to pull left brake, you don't pull left brake. And I hope everybody gets good training and has a very positive experience. When you get into it and you lose a bunch of money and you spend several years trying to get into the air, and it's just frustrating. I can't imagine, how you, what kind of personality you have to persevere through something like that. I was lucky, man. I was very blessed that I didn't have that kind of experience.
Somebody said something earlier about watching Tucker Gott and watching these guys on YouTube and how they make it look so easy. A lot of people don't realize that they've got probably hundreds of hours under their belt, first off, and they probably did have training in the beginning. And I mean, a way to put it into perspective is everybody's watched Tiger Woods play golf. I play golf, but I go out and I try to play like Tiger Woods. I can't play because I've never had any training. I do what I know, and that's it. And it's, most of it's wrong, but I still have fun.
Absolutely. That's a really good way to think of it. Even though you can play golf, there are professionals out there that, make it look easy, and you're like, wow, I want to be able to do that. It's really difficult. Running, marathons, the Olympics. Look at all the things that are on the Olympics. Running around a track sounds easy, to win that gold medal. It's like, I can run around a track. I don't want to go running against Bolt. I think he has a couple more hours of running than I do. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to do it. And it's the same thing when it comes to paramotors. You watch people that have been doing this for such a long time that a launch looks easy. I mean, you guys watched me launch, right? I took 2 steps and I was in the air. That looked really easy, didn't it? Now the question is, do you think that you would be able to do the same thing with 10 hours on your belt, 20 hours on your belt, of actually flying paramotors? You'll be very surprised. And that's why one of the things that I want you guys to do is to always come to, whenever I train, even if you graduate, even if you go out and solo and stuff, I still want you guys to come and hang out with me anytime I go out and hold a class and go fly, because, there might be some more tips and tricks. And even though I'm an instructor, I'm always a student. I can always learn more. Matter of fact, I was supposed to be going to an SIV class this weekend, but they canceled it. So I'm always looking for different training opportunities myself to make sure that I can pass on knowledge to other people. Anybody on the panel have anything?
So Shannon? You put a rush on me on that wing for nothing? I'm just kidding.
I got a question for Shannon and Mickey. Are you guys going to be learning together?
Yes.
Yeah, but listen, I'm 75. I got a lot of health issues. Well, I'll be 75 in July. 74 now. But
yeah. Well, you're only 74. You got plenty of time.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna probably try a track.
There you go. My wife and I both do trike, and I also do foot launch. And each one has their own fun things about them. So don't let anybody tell you that foot launch is better than trike, because they're 2 different beasts, and it's all fun. It doesn't matter as long as you're up in the air with everybody else. It's a blast. And the good thing with you training with your daughters, you're always going to have somebody to fly with.
Oh yeah,
and that I think is a big thing. You should always fly with somebody, and when you can fly with a loved one, that's even better.
Yeah, it's like any sport like scuba diving, you know, you're not ever supposed to dive alone. You always need somebody with you for safety. But that could be this way too. You have an engine out, you're flying over some pretty rough territory. Somebody got to help figure out a way to get you out of there.
Yeah, I don't know anything
I
about
wonder
scuba diving.
what Sean does. Sean, what do you do when you're flying up to Little Rock and back? What would you do if you had an engine out and you landed in a precarious place?
Oh, you mean like I have done before? Well, when you're flying, you're always making sure that you have an out. You always make sure that, you know, if my motor goes out, where am I going to land? And I actually had a motor out. I was flying from the Conway Airport over to Petit Jean, or maybe it was Pinnacle Mountain. No, it was Pinnacle Mountain. And I noticed that as I was getting close, there's a lot more trees. So I gained a lot more altitude. One of the things that I look for, and I don't know, maybe we need to ask everybody on the panel too, and people in the chat, when you're flying, are you looking for like just a big field, or are you looking for a place next to a road? See, when I'm flying, my outs are next to a road. I want to have a field next to a road that somebody can come pick me up. I don't want to walk through a field. I don't want to walk a long way to be rescued. So when I look for a place next to a road. And I had a motor out, and I actually had it on video, and I actually I spot landed, because one of the things that I like to do is to practice my spot landings, you know, go up to 500 feet or 1,000 feet, kill my motor, come back around and see if I can spot land, see if I can go right on to my wing bag, which is actually one of the things that you need to do for your PPG 3 if you want to get rated. Anyway, panel. The question is, what was the question, Mickey, that you are asking?
Well, I mean, if you're up flying over some mountains, even Pinnacle Mountain or whatever,
right?
You know, if you landed someplace that who's got you covered if you have to have an engine out? Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
That's what I got that number.
Man, we are so old. That's the first thing that we pop in that we say when we hear who are you going to call.
Most of it butt busters.
As a pilot, you always look for an out.
Yeah. And you always know where you're going to be able to land. I mean, if your engine quits, you know, you just glide, you fly. Keep a charged cell phone, you know, keep 2-meter radio, some sort of communications radio, aviation radio, keep in contact with your other people you're flying with. I carry a Spot. It's a personal GPS emergency locator. It's small, about the size of old type pager. And so if you have an actual emergency, you can press a button and if you don't have a cell phone, they'll come get you. So there's a lot of different things you can do to protect yourself. I fly by myself almost every time. So I don't really follow the buddy rule. If I want to fly, I'm usually flying by myself, or my dad's in a plane, I'm in a paramotor. There's things you can do to protect yourself, you know your area, that kind of deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm sure for a while you fly in familiar territory where you don't, like where you were flying Saturday, you don't try to stay in an area where it's safe landings, but
And that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about in class, are all the different things that we need to do to make sure that we are safe when we're in the air. And also too, pre-flight, very, very important to make sure that you actually go over your motor. So you don't have a motor out unless it's something that's internal, but with really good maintenance and care on your motor, you shouldn't have any motor outs. You're going to have a motor out. It's like a car, it's not if you're going to have a flat tire, it's when. The more you drive, the more opportunities you have of getting a flat tire. Just like flying, the more you fly, the more opportunities you're going to have a motor out. So that's why we maintenance our machines the best we can. But yeah, definitely a Spot, rechargeable batteries, cables for your phone to make sure your phone is charged. There's a lot of different things. Will Fly PPG's in the house. What's up, Will Fly?
Hey.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, where'd Shane go? I had something to show him.
I'm here. Hold on. I'm here.
Yeah, he's been trying to get a word in for the last 10 minutes, but he's not aggressive enough.
I've been trying to get a word in. I actually got something to contribute. Then I got to go to the store. My thing is that
I didn't see any hands raised. I'm sorry.
I raised my hand. And Brian waved at me because Brian thought I was waving at him. I raised my hand.
Dang, that was your opportunity, man.
Anyways, I was going to say, make sure you let everybody know where you're going and what time you anticipate being back so they can go looking for you. I'm going to the store now. Oh, and Nick, you got good taste. You got a bright, really pretty color. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
She's only saying that because her paramotors are the same color, Nick. Sorry.
Shane, you didn't get your shirt yet from Sean?
No, least favorite one on the show comes up last, I guess.
Oh, no, man, I already got mine too. I'm wearing it now.
A shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I didn't get a shirt.
Ain't that slick?
Yeah, hold on. Where's mine? Yeah, I did.
What, you didn't get the shirt? We got the shirt, man. We got.
Yeah.
We got
wow.
Mine's bigger than yours, Brian.
There you go. We pimping some cards.
Man.
And
I was special. I didn't know everybody else was doing this. My feelings are hurt.
Probably you never got the oil in the mail either, did you? Got it.
Well, you guys, everyone that has won something big on the show, like the flags and shirts and stuff like that, they have been finally mailed out. Since I'm just doing paramotors now, it's so much easier to keep track of everything and take care of things. Oh, look at that, Mark. That's beautiful. Nice. What does that say on the very end?
I thought it was going to say Paraswag USA, but it says ClearProp.
ClearPropTV.com. How about that? I don't know.
Hey, Sean, why does this shirt say hand wash only? I don't understand.
Iron only, dry clean.
Seriously, for the flag. That's awesome, man.
Hey, are we all going to be flying these flags at Bad Apples?
I hope so.
That'd be kind of cool.
We can put these on our wings, right? Is that what you're talking about?
We could do that too.
Yeah, just attach them to the back of the wing.
That'd be wicked. Jim, yours is going up to Canada, but tracking, they said tracking is just over the border, and then from border, I can't track it anymore. So you got to, I don't know, but it's coming. All your cool stuff.
Good.
It's
looking
coming.
forward to it.
Everybody else that has won stickers on our show or ppgshane.com show, the new stickers are coming in. So don't worry, they will go out to you. We ran out of stickers. Sorry, Jim. We ran out. We got rid of all the stickers. Didn't get rid of them. We were able to give away all the stickers, and we still need a bunch more.
There you go. Here you go. You can have them.
Look at that.
That is awesome. Well, we got some more stickers coming, so if you can send them, we'll definitely send those out for sure.
Did you make those, Jim?
Jim did.
Yes,
yeah.
I did.
Man, I'm gonna have to hit you up.
Sounds
I've been
good.
playing too much, I think.
Absolutely, Jim. Where can we go to? I mean, you own your own printing.
Yeah. You can go to DIYprinting.ca or carepp.com, or even just give me a call.
And you can go to careppg.com. So, I mean, there's so many .coms on this guy. It's crazy.
If we want to order stickers from you, where do we need to go?
You can go to, there's different types. Like I can do everything completely custom. If you want really inexpensive ones, you go to DIYprinting.ca and you can order them right there. There's circular ones, there's rectangular ones, and there's some standard sizes. But if
how about I just send you one of what I got, and then you can look at it and tell me what I need to do?
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. And so you can get my email address off of there, or I can give it to you anytime.
That'll work. I'll need your mailing address, though. I don't think I can email you my sticker.
Well, you can email me a copy of it.
Yeah, I could do that.
And
I
then
could give you the logo. Can you
Yeah,
do contour cutting?
You betcha.
All right.
So if you
That's
get the
what-
chance, Jim, just put your .coms in the super chat so other people know how to get there.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Sweet. I mean, we got 41 people
Where do you
watching.
see where do you see the super chat?
You have to actually go to ClearPropTV.com.
Oh, okay.
And when you go there, you'll be able to see the YouTube video. Actually, can you go to ppggrandpa.com? Is that go to my YouTube channel? Let me check. ppggrandpa.com. Yes. No, that's
Basically, for the people that are streaming a video live on YouTube through his webpage, have the opportunity to participate in a chat that's live. So that's what they're called, a super chat.
everybody. Tonight is open mic.
We get a feedback loop.
Was that me?
Grandpa.com. Is that go to my YouTube channel? Let me check.
Oops, that is me. Let me turn that.
Upper
Mute. Sorry, my bad. I tried to turn it on to see what was going on. But I guess I need to have if you just go to my YouTube, which is youtube.com/Sean Symons. Let me put it in the chat. Oh, no, you can't see it because it's in the super chat. Let me put it in the Zoom chat real quick. Can you access the Zoom chat?
I can access a Zoom chat.
Yes.
youtube.com/Sean SEAN Symons SYMONS. Hit enter. Boom. Whoop, there it is. And that is my YouTube. And you can see that the live stream is streaming. You can tap that. And we have 42 people watching. We have 26 thumbs up. So we appreciate the thumbs up. That definitely helps all of our metrics. If you don't love us, still give us a thumbs up, but tell us why you don't like us, and we'll fix it.
Thank you,
Right, Michael?
chatters.
Right?
That's right. That's right.
Exactly. So it's 8:04, and if we had JP in the house, wow, we got 47 people watching now.
Awesome. Thank
47
you.
people watching, 26 thumbs up,
Appreciate y'all.
28 thumbs up. So if you guys here haven't gone to, somebody gave us thumbs down.
It's still good.
Okay. Oh, they changed it. They're like, see, I told you when somebody gives a thumbs down, it's on accident. 9 times out of 10, they push the wrong button, and now it changed to 29 thumbs up, 0 thumbs down. I'm telling you.
When you said, "Oh, someone gave us thumbs down," the camera went over to Nick, and his face was like, "Oh."
to who? Who did that? Nick?
I don't know. If it was
me.
perfect timing, but it was just funny because it popped up on the screen. I don't know. It got me.
That is so
I
funny.
was saying something to my dad, and I had my microphone on.
Okay.
He's wanting to fly now.
Oh, really?
Right
Yeah.
on.
Hey,
That's awesome.
Now, Nick, I know that we talked before the show, and we wanted to make sure that you are safe, even though you're self-training. So, what do we talk about? Who's going to help you get in the air when you go solo?
You are, sir.
Yes, I am. I want to
I'm going to take a flight out there, and I'm going to have you in my ear for my first flight.
Absolutely.
Hey,
So,
Sean. I
yes.
just want to say thank you for wearing pants tonight.
You think those are pants? Those are just long underwear. All right, guys. So what we got tonight, we're going to give away is a lanyard. They call it a lanyard phone tie. Boop, 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 boop. So let's take a look at it real quick. Does anybody need a lanyard for their phone when they go fly, or just a lanyard in general? It's like this. It's like really super stretchy. Ooh. You know what? This could be like a slingshot. Boop. but we don't want to do that with your phone, right? So what we do is we take the phone and it just fits in like this and like so. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcasting app, you can always go to ClearPropTV.com and see what I'm doing. I'm actually putting the lanyard on my phone. So I can put this around like this. So now when I'm paramotoring, I can video, I can see what's going on. And if I go, whoops, guess what? I don't lose my phone. So very, very important not to lose your phone, because y'all know, you've seen it. I've lost this phone twice. It fell from 5,000 feet. Ah! And I found it because my watch can ping it.
Oh, wow.
So I had to do a lot of walking. It just wasn't like, oh, okay, there it is right there. No, I had to do a lot of walking twice. So now I have a lanyard. And since I have one, ClearPropTV has actually bought a couple from your donations, which we appreciate very much. DP, very much. Thank you. Donated $5 in Super Chat. So that's going to help send this
Hey,
out.
Sean,
To,
what kind of phone do you have?
What's that?
What kind of phone do you have?
This is 11 Pro Max, Max Pro, or whatever.
That thing survived a fall twice and it still works.
There's not even a scratch, and I don't even have anything on the front. It just has, it did crack the inside of this because it's a double.
Oh, crack the case. That's
Yeah.
good.
So I have
Yeah.
so inside is the rubber piece right here, which is rubber, and then it fits into this case. But it did break that piece right there. But you can't tell. I mean, it's amazing what these little cases can do.
Hey, that lanyard thing looks like if you had to, you could slingshot your phone to somebody.
That's exactly what we need to do next, and that's going to be our paramotor games, which we are going to be doing some paramotor games in the future. And, just so you know, you can go to paramotorgames.com and you'll be able to see what we're talking about. Not now, but in the future, once we get that all going. So anyways, who needs a lanyard? In the chat real quick, let us know that you need a lanyard. Who needs a lanyard? Type in lanyard or I need a lanyard in the super chat. That way we know who
No,
I don't know.
who is going to be in the spin. Chris Fenmore, 3 cheers for flying old timers. Thank you very much for the donation. What are you trying to say? We're old timers?
Well, your name is PPG Grandpa.
You know it. I can't wait till I'm PPG Great Grandpa. You know what? I better buy that now, ppggreatgrandpa.com, before somebody else does. Nah, nobody's going to take that one. That's way too long. So
Bill H says he needs a lanyard.
Okay, so we got
Sean's
Bill
going to have
H.
so many .coms that if anybody ever wants anything, they're going to have to come to Sean.
Ain't that the freaking truth?
I just thinking the same thing. Everybody that knows Sean has a ppg.com website.
Hey, wait a minute. Nick Griffin just said that he lost his lanyard. Did you trip on it?
What? Lanyard. I lost mine.
Nick is a little Nick's a little on the not so tall side, and the lanyard kind of hangs low. I figured he just stepped on it as he was running. I don't know. I had to come back for the joke earlier that he made me laugh on, making fun of me. So
for the Nick on the show, I just want to clarify, man. We know like at least 3 or 4 other Nicks, and a couple, at least one of them's in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes. So John Wayne, do you need a lanyard? Is that what you said in there?
John Wayne deserves it. He gives people stuff all the time.
All right. So far I have in here that needs a lanyard is Bill H, Deweese, Nick, DP, Jade. Are there anybody else that needs a lanyard?
I do. You said you wouldn't send me anything else.
No, sir. No, sir. I could not believe how much it cost to send you something for free, sir. What I'm going to do, if you want anything else, Jim, is I'm going to keep it in a box here. So when you come here to see me, I will hand you the box.
Sounds good. I need a lanyard.
Okay, I'll remember that. Looks like Walter wants to jump on. Let me put in the passcode and meeting ID. Anybody that wants to jump on, more than welcome to. You don't have to talk. You can just stay in the background and be part of the group. That's all good. So Jim needs a lanyard. Walter, you know how heavy your thing is from Custom Carves is. That is heavy. Let me show you guys real quick what we got going on for Mr. Walter from Down Under. I'm gonna have to turn it upside down so he can see it correctly because he's in Australia. So far, this is what we're sending Walter. This is his care package. We got an iPhone holder from Paramotor MC. You got a flag from ClearPropTV. You also got a shirt from ClearPropTV. You got a paraglidingtalk.com shirt from paraglidingtalk.com. You also
That's the
got
prettiest one ever.
You got a Dragon Camper shirt. You got another shirt from Jade. You also got another shirt from Resurgence PPG.
Nice.
You also got Will Fly PPG was very nice and sent you a United States of America koozie.
Oh, I like that.
Resurgence PPG sent a nice big sticker for you. ClearPropTV giving you a nice little cute sticker. It's not as big as Resurgence, sorry. Aviator and Brian Waller sent you a sticker. We got you a card from somebody, and I think you got a card from us too, from ClearPropTV. And this big thing that we're holding is your custom carbs. This thing is massively heavy. I was going to go to the gym, but I decided to just curl this because who needs to go to the gym? Bill H sent $5. Great show. Thank you so much. That's going to help send this out.
That's a nice looking stuff there.
Have we seen the carving yet, or is that like a surprise?
What's that?
Have we seen the carving yet? Or is it?
Let's ask Walter if we can open it up and take a look, because I haven't opened it.
I'm sure you won't mind.
Well, Walter, jump on. I just put the meeting ID and passcode there. Just jump on real quick. Let us know that we can open it up. We'll open it up on air real quick. It's only 12 pounds. Okay, that's a heavy 12 pounds. Bill H, Deweese, Nick, JP, and Jade need a lanyard. Anybody else? If you need a lanyard, please put it in the chat. DP! And Walter, if DP, there you are.
Hey guys.
Man, we got a huge. Oh, you know what? Since JP's not here, I guess we need to do a quick thumbnail.
Oh, here comes Walter. Wait for it.
Here comes Walter. Way down under. There he is. Way down there. All right, guys.
Walter.
We're gonna do a thumbnail. So everybody, big cheese. 3, 2, 1, cheese.
Cheese.
Oh, wait a minute. Wrong one. 3, 2, 1, cheese. I think that was it. Hold on. Let me double check. I think I pushed. Oh, I did push the wrong one. How do you take a picture again?
I don't know, but where's JP?
That is me.
I think it's. Hold on. I think I may have done it already. Let me look.
Just pull your cell phone out and snap a shot of the monitor.
JP's not here and he's lost the plot.
All right. Control. Wait. Command Shift 3, right?
Yep.
Oops. Command Shift 3. Okay, that was it. All right. I got to do it all at the same time, though. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, and cheese.
Cheese. Cheese.
Man, that's hard to do. I think I did it. If not, we don't need one. All right. So, anyways, Walter, can we open up your custom carves and take a look at it?
Of course you can.
Oh, all right.
That was
Easy.
easy. Walter.
Yeah, be easy with it.
All right.
Hey, DP, did I see you kiting?
I was kiting.
I saw that.
Oh, did you?
When?
How did you see it?
I seen it on a picture or a video or something online.
Oh, Tom Kubat might have posted something.
I did it. Yes, Tom.
Okay. Yes, he was kind enough to meet me at the airport for a few hours last evening. So, yeah, that was a great opportunity. The wind was horrible, but still,
we
it was
saw
fun.
it. We saw it too. It was on America's Funniest Videos.
I was gonna go.
Hey, Mark.
Can we all see it?
DP, Eric, you know.
Go
I was
white,
gonna say
Jason
something about
Peterson.
the only reason I recognize you.
Mark, where do I find her?
Walter.
Linda. Hello,
I love
Linda.
you, sugar.
Thank you. I love you too, and the sugar.
Oh, man.
All right, Sean, I got the video pinned on you, man.
You got it pinned on me?
Yeah, so we can see you opening this bad boy.
Oh, okay. Well, this is live, so hopefully I won't cut my hand off. And wow,
Man, they really packed that box.
yes, they did.
They are Paramotor.
Just think of it. You just have to pack it up again.
I know.
You know, I'm going to pack it up, and it'll probably not be. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Show me, show me.
I'm excited. Let's see.
Wow!
Is it in a frame?
That is beautiful. There it is. That's it.
Ah, lovely.
It's blue.
It's
blue.
Blue.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh, that is awesome.
Wow.
Walter Scott Winton Memorial Shield, most innovative design.
Hey, say something so I can see it.
Yeah,
Thank
I can't
you.
really see it.
Should be pinned. Didn't you pin it?
Yeah, I'm showing it as pinned. Let me unpin it. All right, so
Oh,
now
maybe it's just pinned for you. Maybe I need to pin it. Oh, I don't think I don't think I made you. Let me spotlight it.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, so you pinned it for you, not for everybody
Gotcha.
else.
That's very
Awesome.
cool.
sorry everybody else.
Thanks, Brian.
It was a good show for me.
Very cool.
Home built power parachute.
He does a good job, doesn't he?
That is really nice.
And that's all wood carved, or how did he do that?
Yeah, that's all carved. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
he
all
basically
carved.
uses like a laser to etch this wood, man. You know,
Man,
it's crazy.
yeah.
Very
Sean,
cool.
I got your DNA on my poster.
Yeah. Who knows what's going on below the waist, right?
Yeah, you need to Lysol that thing when you get it, Walter.
What?
He's having
You
too much
guys-
fun with that.
You guys understand what the whole concept of this most innovative design is?
Please
In
share.
2009, in 2009, there was about 500 aircrafts in Queensland, top of New South Wales, and I won that award. It's an award that they don't give out every year. It's only given out when they wish to. And I'm number 16 of 21 years of it being given to aircrafts that they considered to be, an innovative design for a powered parachute. And I'm in there with 80% scale Mustangs, Spitfires, Jabiroos, and a lot of other good aircrafts that are manufactured here in Australia. So I was tickled pink when I received the award. And I showed John the award, and he turned it into that and made it very personal for me.
Congratulations, Walter.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I won 2 awards that year. I knew I was going to win Best Powered Parachute, but Most Innovative Design, that's to my heart, because 7.5 years of blood, sweat and tears, I made that aircraft from my head, basically, from my lounge chair with a wheel in front of me, and it came out virtually as I thought it would. A little bit over the top, a little bit heavy, but it flies, it does everything you need it to do, and obviously surprised a lot of people that year at the event. And I did have, I know I let people in because it was in a area with propeller people, because my propeller is what they call a bolly prop, and he wanted it on show on his stand, and I had to let a whole lot of people in. And I know some were aircraft engineers that commented a lot on my welding and so on the machine, because it's chrome moly, TIG welded, plus everything else about the aircraft. And so I actually had aircraft engineers that were obviously people that gave points to my machine, and I won. So
very nice.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
Sorry, Mark.
I said that's pretty awesome. I just wonder, how does it feel to be pink?
Pink?
Yeah, you said you were tickled pink.
Oh, that's a saying down here, down under, Mark. I don't know if it's up the top or not.
Yeah, we have it up here too.
Oh, that's okay.
Ours is a little bit different. We say we get tickled blue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Walter, what's your background professionally? What did you do for a living?
For a living? Worked in supermarkets, worked in caravan, salesperson really. But I have been in drag racing for 40 odd years, and that's where my skill comes into manufacturing to, from race cars. I've done a lot of stuff with race cars and seen the best of the best. Hence, when it come to building my own chassis, I knew exactly what I was doing. Had a lot of one guy here in Adelaide that knows how to bend steel of every size, and like when you talk an aircraft size, which is 35 thou, 65 thou wall, you've got to have the right machinery to do that. And fortunately, Doug Ellsworthy, he's a chap with it's just a hand bender, but he's got all the size of every tube from 2 inch down to 1/2 inch, probably even 1/4. And to have that virtually in my backyard, just go and see him for a few hours, bend a bit of tube, go back home, do some notching. Yep. You know, the notching is the hard part. You can't, you can't put the notch in the wrong place or the wrong angle. Otherwise you're left with a big gap or a piece of chrome moly tube, which is no good, and start again. Believe it or not, there's, I did work it out. What was it? I think 140 yards. You know what a yard is? Yes, of course you do. 140 yards of chrome moly tube in my machine, believe it or not.
Hey,
So
Walter,
it's a
what made you decide to build your own machine?
And what's it look like?
I think I can show you. Hang on. How do we do this again? Oh, yeah.
Make sure you run over to JR Paramotor and check out his YouTube channel. And also, we don't have a spinning wheel. I just noticed that Jim's texted me and said that he could do the spinning wheel thing, but I did not get that message until right now. Jim, you got to text me or else I don't see it. I'm so sorry. And Brian, I got your direct message too. Did you want to do that tonight?
I don't know how you're going to do it without a wheel, but, you know,
You
think
want to
about
do it? You want to do it next week?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We got a very generous offer, and we're going to talk about that next week. So what we're going to do, because we had, let me go through real quick. Will Fly donated some money tonight. We appreciate you. Kent Stamey, Tyler Vowles, John Wayne, DP, Chris Fenmore, Bill H, all donated to the show. Because they all donated to the show, everyone that said they wanted a lanyard, Bill H, Deweese, Nick, was that Nick Griffith? DP, and Jade. We're gonna buy and send you all a lanyard.
Woo!
So thank you.
Guys.
Thank
What?
you
No way.
for
Love
all
my
of the
chatter.
donations.
Thank you so much.
That's what I'm saying. You know, this is what you guys do. You donate, we turn around and we help you guys out. So we're going to take these donations, buy everybody that needs a lanyard. So thank you very much, guys.
Very cool. Thank you.
TJ, give me a moment. I'll try and get the photo up.
Okay.
Mark, answer your question. Really, I didn't like, because we have what's called an error chute here in Australia, but to me it looks a bit like a buggy, okay? A bit like a dirt buggy. It's just a bit of frame and 3 wheels. Well, I really wanted something that resembled an aircraft, so hence I built my own. I mean, I have seen a few from America. Again, it's only just a frame with a set of wheels. So I transitioned with a bit of body work, a bit of extra fuel, which is what, say, a 2-place would be. Mine's only a single place, unfortunately. Having built it now, yes, you need someone to share what you're seeing, what you're looking at, you know, your flight. And I'd probably build a 2-seater if I had to do it again today. But originally I flew aircrafts. I wanted to buy a kit to put an aircraft together, Mark, and saw powered parachutes. Liked the idea. I tried to buy one from America at the time, and the guy said, "Oh, you've done a bit, have you?" And I said, "Yeah, flying aircraft." He goes, "Oh, that's good. You haven't done powered parachute." He said, "You realise your legs are the undercarriage of your aircraft, of you." And straight away, some landings on the runways that weren't so crash hot come to my mind, and I thought, nah, my knees won't handle that. So hence 3 wheels.
Real quick, guys.
Questions, sir?
Real quick, guys, too. Bill, Deweese, Nick, JP, or DP, and Jade, please go to ClearPropTV.com, fill out that form, let me know that you won the lanyard, and we'll get that out to you right away.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Jim is like, I'm going to see if I can get Jim one too. All right.
Thank you.
Hey, maybe you need to just start putting a care package together for him too.
I just sent him out a care package. He should be getting it like in what would it say? Like within a week?
I don't know. With COVID, everything is so much slower.
Like molasses?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How much you think it costs to ship Walter a hay bale?
You'd have to drop it out of a C-130, Brian.
We can go with one of the little small rectangular ones.
Oh. Hey, they do sell some of those baby ones at Tractor Supply. I've seen them.
There you go.
You might be able to get one in Australia and just have it delivered.
There you go.
Yeah. That's what Sean's going to do about your phone lanyard. He's going to order one from Canada and have it sent to you.
Mark H in the chat just gave $20. Appreciate that.
Oh, thank you very much. That's awesome.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yes, you can have a lanyard too.
No, I don't want it anymore. Well, you can chuck it in. Oh, actually, talking of that, I should have a strobe sent from
Far Out Strobes.
Last time I talked with him, he is still trying to get parts to make his strobes. So I don't know if he has any right now or not, but you can always go to faroutstrobes.com and see if he has any strobes. And if he does, I'll send them with your care package.
I paid him, and he said he was going to send it to you.
Oh.
Ages ago.
Sean's like, he just thought he got a free strobe.
Well, darn, was that not mine? No, I'll get up with him and find out where it is. I mean, we're not sending this out to you until June anyways. Holy smokes, it's almost June.
Hey, Walter, you gave that away last show.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, we gave yours away.
Hey, I got one that I was going to send Eric, but I could send it to you instead, Walter.
Whoa, wait a minute.
No, I do want one of yours. I like the way they sit in the tips of the wings. The other ones that are on the market are a bit too bulky, I reckon. And I know yours still has the battery, but the strips, can they be held in the wing? So I don't suppose it moves once it's in the wing.
No. So basically, right here is the control board.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Once this is completed, that'll be black shrink wrapped, and you won't be able to see the circuit board and everything, right?
Yeah.
So your battery plugs into this plug right here.
Yep.
There's a battery or a magnet that goes onto here under the sheet wrap, under the shrink wrap, and then the part that has the battery, which is right here. This is your battery and your battery housing.
Oh, okay.
There's a magnet inside of here.
Yep.
So basically what happens is those two magnets come together, not like this. This will be just one. This will be one. But it actually sticks to this right here. So you lay the strip in your wing. This actually goes outside the cell, and this goes into the cell and plugs into this. And so it holds it right there. And with it laying in the wing like this, it can't come out.
No, that's all. Yeah, good idea. Brilliant. And double-sided too.
Yeah. So the strips are that you got lights on top and bottom.
Yeah. The only thing is my current wing has got black tips. So yeah, till my next wing, I don't know if it would come out of a black color. I suppose it has to.
It may show up as purple.
Yeah.
You know, a deep purple with the light inside. But I don't know if it'd show up or not. That'd be a test.
Yeah.
I got a notification that an anonymous donor is buying 10 of our shirts from iloveppg.com. and they want to donate a shirt a week on the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Unbelievable. So thank you very much. That's how you get to our merch. Our official merch is iloveppg.com. Wow. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate you. Absolutely amazing. We don't have a spinning wheel, so let's give away.
Can we send Shane a shirt now?
What's that? What's
Can
that?
we send Shane a shirt? Got 10 shirts to give away. You got to give Shane one, man.
Keep it. I'm over it.
He's had his own printed up.
Yeah, call Jade, Shane. She'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Shane, you don't get much at all, do you?
Just crap. I get a lot of crap.
So
yeah, little stickers and things like that. You want real stuff.
Hey, Nick, was you going to say something?
Yeah, could Walter put those lights on the outside and then the battery on the inside of the cell? Just the same thing, but opposite?
I don't think that would work because the cell actually supports the light strip. So if you put the light strip on the outside of the wing, it's going to hang down.
Maybe put another couple magnets on the actual strips?
You could probably do that. But still, now you've got a whole strip hanging out the bottom of your wing. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The whole design is to keep the mass inside the cell. And
Nick, I'll just make sure my next wing's not black at the end.
There you go.
Yeah.
It is 8:38, and since we got some shirts to give away, just so we know that that you want a shirt, in the chat, please say I want a shirt. And what we'll do is we'll try to do a quick. Jim, can you do a spinning wheel?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So Jim's going to do a spinning wheel real quick. So anybody that wants a shirt, just say, I want a shirt. And are you in the chat too, Jim?
Yes, I am.
And what's the shirt again?
It's one of the shirts from iloveppg.com. I'm not sure what it is because they didn't tell me what it is. Just go at Jim, and it's Jim Sybnard in the chat, and just say, Jim, I want a shirt. The chat too, Jim?
Yeah, I'm in your chat.
I just said, Jim, I want a shirt. And that way he can put you in the spinning wheel of Winnie Things. I'm not sure what it is because they didn't tell me. But you got to put yours on mute, Jim. Jim, and it's Jim Sybnard in the chat. And just say, you got to put yours on mute. I want a shirt. Jim, got to put it on mute. Chat too, Jim, got to put it on mute.
Yeah, I'm in your chat.
I just.
Jim, I don't need a shirt. I've got plenty coming.
Okay, while he's putting the names on the spinning wheel of Winnie Things, any other questions or anything from the chat about training, about self-training, about anything at all? I know we had one person talk about free training from some guy on the internet that does free training. Anybody want to chime in on anything at all? Please, the floor is open.
All you got to do is buy the gear, right?
Well,
Buy your gear.
I'll take the bait.
From the free trainer.
I'm scared of anything that says free training.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who you're talking about, of course, but I don't think free and training, those two words should go together.
Nothing's
I
free.
saw a video today from Captain Kurt, and he offers free training anywhere in the United States as long as you buy your gear from them.
And pay their hotel room and their
his
food,
plane ticket
and the
their
barbell.
beer, and give him ammo.
And a back rub.
Has anybody dealt with Captain Kurt directly, or know anything directly, or just hearsay?
Hearsay.
Okay.
Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to Aaron in the chat. Aaron and I, he comes in here every week and watches the show. And I don't know if he donates. He may donate every once in a while, but he was contemplating going to Bad Apples because he sold his paramotor and he's waiting on a new engine. And Amy informed him today that if he will show up, that she's not going to be able to go to Bad Apples because she's teaching. But she said that Aaron could fly her paramotor if he would come. So he's changed his mind and he is now coming.
Nice, Amy.
Very cool.
And Amy hasn't flown yet, has she?
No, I've flown it a couple times just to make sure everything's cool. She's done a hang test on it. She's just, you can ask Sean, man. She's like right here. She's right there. She's got this thing where her kiting, if she doesn't stay on it and do it like every week, if she goes a whole week and doesn't kite and then we go out and practice, then her bad habits return and we have to get her back out of the bad habit. So it's just, she told me the other day that her brain gets locked out. And I said, well, that's something that you got to get control of because you can't get brain lockout when you're in the air 2,500 feet in the air. You can't get locked out. You got to stay focused on everything. So I think the more support that we all give her, she'll be fine.
Yep.
We'll all see her at Moonshiner. She'll be there.
Can't wait, man.
Yeah, soon. Mark.
I guess everybody here on the panel is going to be going to Bad Apples. Am I right? Except
right here.
I'm going.
I will be.
Eric and Jade. Nick, you going to be there?
No, sir.
Walter.
To Bad Apples. To Bad Apples. Is that what you said?
Maybe next year.
Are you going, Sean?
To Bad Apples?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Right on.
DP. Yes.
I'll be there Saturday.
That's awesome, man. I'm gonna get to meet a
I
bunch of
gotta
y'all.
save up my vacation time.
What was that?
Hey, you could
Sorry.
just plan on being sick.
If
All
you
right,
tell your employer that you have COVID, you get 2 weeks off.
Boom.
Now you just call in scared. Tell them, hey, I'm afraid I'm not going to be at work tomorrow.
They say again. This is the third time, man.
Yeah.
I just got a message from the anonymous donor that you get to pick whatever shirt you want off of iloveppg.com. They will get it and they will have it mailed to you directly.
Awesome.
Nice.
Wow. So thank you, anonymous donor. We so appreciate you. Really do.
Oh, absolutely.
Is that a tattoo on your arm, Will?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Dang, I didn't know you.
Dang.
Yeah, man. I got that. Got that in Hawaii.
Nice.
I got that in the army when I was drunk.
It
looked like crap.
Got this in the Marine Corps.
Does she dance when you flex your muscle, Will?
Yes, she
I got that when I had a crash.
The good old days.
Yeah.
Any more tattoos?
No.
No, we
I can't show you mine.
You're on an airplane. Oh my god, I bet that hurt.
That's cool.
I had to say,
it wasn't
I've
that
never
bad.
Oh my!
I didn't see it. What was it?
He's got a big old airplane on his rib cage.
Oh, let me take my background off.
Who's that?
It's Nick.
Oh
You
man,
gotta-
yeah, that did hurt.
Very cool.
That had
No way.
Wow.
That's a
Yes.
Also got-
Wow.
Oh
If-
yeah.
If y'all are listening to this on your favorite podcasting app, you got to run over to ClearPropTV.com. We're at, we started at a little bit before 7 o'clock. It's 8:46 right now. So whatever time that is.
I think Jim's still working on putting names on the wheel. Is that right?
Looks like he's putting names on the wheel.
You ought to be done. There's 2 of them in here.
So you're just putting the names that say they want a shirt, or everybody, Jim? Are you putting everybody or just the people that want a shirt?
Just people who want a shirt.
Okay.
Everybody wants a shirt.
Yeah.
Well, no, John Wayne said he has too many shirts. He doesn't want one.
Yeah, John Wayne has a paramotor wardrobe.
I want.
I'm about there.
I want a wardrobe.
I'm about there. I swear. PPG shirts have taken over my closet.
Oh.
Shane doesn't want
Mine.
one.
Gosh.
I love my I fly a latte. It's black though because I have all these I got my dogs, you know, and they shed white hair. So I gotta like wash it, put it in a bag, and then when I wear it, I take it outside, go to my car, and put it on. or else I need.
Well, you know there won't be any more of those. So those are one of a kind.
They are.
Those are precious.
Oh yeah. Speaking about one of a kind, I don't know if you guys have gone. I don't know if you have gone over to iloveppg.com, but we just uploaded four new designs, and I wonder if I can show you the designs, see if they are live yet. I don't know if they're live yet. And if they are not, don't. Oh, it is cool. Let me screen share this so you can see this. You guys are going to love this one. Now, you know, a lot of things that we talk about here on the show, especially when it's neat, I want to make it a shirt. So this is actually a shirt that we made because of all the things that we talked about. Here we go. Let me give away. Let me see something here. Okay. John from True North Paramotors have given us two shirts. We have a large and an extra large.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If you can answer this question correctly, you can have a free shirt from answering this question. I'm going to share a shirt. This is a phrase that we normally say here on ClearPropTV. No, it's not ClearPropTV. And I'm going to share it in just a moment. If someone can tell me what that phrase is that's on this shirt, you get a free True North Paramotor shirt from John Hudson's from True North Paramotors. In the chat, tell me, what do you think the phrase is?
You said that shirt, that phrase is on a shirt that would be
No, it's not on a shirt,
Oh.
but it is on a shirt. Now, we just made it a shirt.
Oh.
Is it on the website?
It's on the website. So if you happen to go to iloveppg.com and scroll through, you might see it in the chat. Tell me what that phrase is that is now on the shirt. And you win a free t-shirt from True North Paramotor. Go to iloveppg.com. And the first person that has the phrase that pays in the chat that I can see, you
talking
win.
about, I already got it, man. I already won. You might as well just give me the shirt.
Say it, Shane. It's a midget.
Oh man. Bring out the wig. Oh wait, no, that's Tuesday night.
I think Mark George got it.
I haven't seen anything yet. I see cheese.
Yeah, that's not it.
Nope. Susan said bail.
Yeah.
That's actually.
I like what DP said.
You gotta scroll up further, Sean.
Hey, I got a bail.
Scroll up further.
Hey, I got a bail. That's a good one. That's actually being designed now.
Oh.
Nice.
But we got another one that we always talk about. I give you guys 2 more minutes. And if twist, yeah. There we go. Tyler won.
This shirt is rated PPG. I like it. That's PPG rated.
Let me go to. Well, you got to tell me. Did you actually go there and look? Did you find it? Is that how you found it, or were you just thinking?
Doesn't matter. He said it first, right?
That's right.
That's true. That's true.
I like JR Paramotor. Let's hear us joke, Shane.
Oh, cool.
I got no jokes tonight.
No
One to
jokes.
none.
Oh,
No jokes.
No joke.
dang it.
And that's no joke.
Oh, ah!
So, anyways, yes, this shirt is rated PPG. This is another ClearProp TV shirt. Definitely appreciate you guys going over to iloveppg.com. Anything that you sell or anything that you buy here, the proceeds come back to the show, and we're able to buy more stuff to give away.
I'm gonna need one of them in Australia, bud.
You know, you can order one of these, and it should it should be
Is it going to
shipped.
calculate that shipping, Sean?
It's going to calculate it all by itself. But anyways, guys, definitely deep. We'll get you that shirt out. Just make sure you go over to ClearPropTV.com, fill out that form, and let us know that you won the True North Paramotor T-shirt. And we have a large and an extra large. Let me know what size you need.
You're getting ready to have a wheel spin to give away a shirt, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Nice.
So we are really rolling today as far as giveaways.
Hey, those True North Paramotor T-shirts are really soft too. I'll have one.
They
I
are.
agree. Me too.
They are. They're really nice. When I was like super big, he gave me like a really big extra large one. I'm like, oh, I can wear this shirt. Nothing else fits. So I was wearing that one like all the time. How we doing, Mr. Jim? Jim is
I
sharing.
think it's ready.
All right.
Look,
Look real quick. Look real quick. If you guys want a shirt and your name is not on there, please tag Jim real quick before we do a spin.
Oh, chatters.
So you get 30 seconds. Well, there's a lag. You get 1 minute. You get 60 seconds. Oh, I guess he already spun it.
Hey, I wasn't ready.
Congrats, Randy.
All right.
I can wait. I was too excited.
All right. So you snooze, you lose. There it is, Randy. Do me a favor. Let me know that you're in the chat.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
And if you are in the chat, say, yay, I won.
He did it real quick because he didn't want to notice that his name was on there 5 times.
Premature spinulation.
Yeah.
I didn't get. How do you spell Randy's last name?
Milstead.
Milstead.
And Milstead.
Congratulations, Randy. You can go to iloveppg.com, find the shirt that you want, then go to ClearProp TV, fill out the form, and let us know what shirt you would like. The anonymous donor will then get your information, buy it, and then it'll be sent to you.
Randy actually trained with Kyle Oakley.
Thank you for pointing that out. I love how you always throw in his last name.
Well, if I don't say Oakley, I know so many Kyles. You know, there's Kyle Smith that owns Sky Sports. There was Kyle Matula that had Power to Fly. And there's a couple more around. So I always say Oakley because if I don't, you know.
There's more than one Kyle that trains?
Sure. Kyle Mooney.
No, I mean Kyle O. If you say Kyle O, is there more than one Kyle O that trains?
Yes.
Getting pedantic.
I'm sure he appreciates the opportunity to hear his name.
Thanks for calling me out, Shane. Just thanks for calling me out, Shane. I appreciate it.
No, I'm sorry. What's your last name?
Oh. O face.
DP, that even sounded like it.
George.
Oh, George.
Marco George.
Yeah, I just don't even worry about the last name. Just go oh.
All right. Well, we got a bunch of people in the chat or on the panel now that hasn't trained yet, that wants to train, that still probably has questions. So everybody that's still here that would like to ask questions about anything, about wings, about motors, about training, anything that you want to talk about.
if I had a paramotor and my dad had a Quicksilver and we raced, which one would climb out faster?
Paramotor.
You think so?
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I can climb out pretty quick on mine.
Well, you want a little preview?
That would be cool.
Quicksilvers are pretty fast.
Figure there's going to be a video.
Oh, it's not gonna be.
All right, well, we pretty much messed up on speed. Let's see who can climb the fastest. When I wave my legs, let's start climbing. I'm going to go full throttle.
Turn it down a little bit.
No need now. My eardrum's blown.
Yeah, sorry.
What?
What? Can't hear you. Can't hear you. What?
You can see here in just a second where he levels off and backs off. Right there. I thought I was going to climb out faster than him, too.
Man, I think that is so cool that you get to fly with your dad. You get to fly with your dad.
What was your configuration there, Brian? The configuration there, Brian.
What's that?
What was your configuration? What was your configuration?
All right, so I'm currently flying a Parajet with a Moster 185 on it, and Dad's in a MX2 Quicksilver. Let's see if I can get some more video. I get down low, start playing here. One of my favorite fields I go to that's just wide open, no power lines.
No hay bales. No hay bales.
Exactly. Well, actually, no, wait for it. You had to say something. You had to say
If I
something.
didn't, DP was going to. If I didn't, DP was going to.
Pull up.
But no, that house right there is exactly where the hay bales were, where I broke my leg. So they're literally building that house where I was laid on the ground with a broke leg.
That's a big shrine.
Rito.
But anyway, we got up there, we raced, we tried to match speed, and he was right at stall speed too, and I was full trims out on my Spider 3, and we were basically matched up dead on speed. Of course, you know anything about paramotors, when you give a full throttle, you do climb, but your speed goes way down. On a Quicksilver with the 582 on it, he's able to basically just give it throttle, pull back on the stick, and gain speed and altitude. I couldn't keep up at all. But man, it's fun. He taught me how to fly in that plane, and we get to fly together all the time. Being able to fly with your father, I just can't explain. There's nothing like it. I will treasure every one of these years. Shannon and Mickey, I hope that y'all both get up there in the air together and get to share the sky.
I know, I can't wait.
Tell her about it.
It's just nothing like it. Dad wishes that he could fly a paramotor. I started to try to get him into a trike, but the whole process of laying the wing out, he prefers just to get in this Quicksilver and take off and go. I can totally sympathize with that. I'm getting my training wheels, my trike for my paramotor, because I have a lot of days my back bothers me or my foot bothers me and I can't foot launch. So I'm going to be doing that too for sure. But I'm going to try to get him up in a trike one day, because the fixed wing is fun, but the paramotors is just something to them. I mean, they're just a lot more fun to fly, in my opinion. They're about as close as you can get to pure flight, in my opinion. But I have not skydived, and I have not flown in a wingsuit. I can imagine those will be better. But it's anybody thinking about getting this sport, don't hesitate. Don't let money stand in your way. Figure out how to get into it, and you will never. Yeah, you'll never regret it.
I agree.
I'm gonna get my dad and my brother up in the air with me.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
They're getting more and more into it.
Yeah, I hope we can all get in the sky. I mean, everyone that hasn't been up in the sky really needs to. I mean, once you do, it's like, okay, this is it. This is what I'm going to do the rest of my life. I wish I was born with feathers. Next best thing, we got a paramotor for sure. Jim, aren't you getting pretty close to going to school, or I can't remember what we said that you're going to be doing.
Yeah, I'm actually just waiting on my instructor to get some time to help me out. I guess that's one of the disadvantages of not going to an actual full-time school, because I got to wait on the instructor. But it's coming together, and I'm doing a little bit of kiting myself. It really is a sorry excuse for kiting, but I'm trying. But I'm pretty much ready to get up there. I just need a few more hours with the instructor.
So do you already have a bunch of kiting already under your belt and you're just waiting to solo, or how much time are we looking at? Like another month or two, or just a couple weeks?
Maybe 2 sessions with the instructor.
Sessions would be like days or weekends?
Yeah, days.
Okay.
Just got to get those 2 days.
Absolutely. Well, can't wait to see your solo. Amy, you're getting pretty close to taking off and going full throttle, aren't you? She's on mute.
Yeah. I don't know how he has this microphone working. Weather, every time it's like doing good and all that, weather's inconsistent. So 3 weeks of rain or too much wind. So it's like start over again.
Yeah, totally understand.
Maybe you need to get in the air. You're thinking too much about it.
What'd you say, Walter?
That Amy needs to get into the air. She needs the right day. But she's obviously overthinking things. Need to get in the air, get it over and done with.
You have a point there.
She's on mute again. We could hear the dog bark, and then she mutes herself to talk.
Well,
You're muted.
You're muted. We still can't hear you. Oh my God! I could read lips.
Okay, do y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, it's his stupid microphone. You have to press the button to talk and let go, and it puts you back on mute. So I don't know.
No, I always push the button and mute myself on the mic if it's blinking.
All right, you two.
Hey, I've got a question.
Yes.
Everybody, we all know what the trike is, but what's the deal with like the quad frame? It's got 4 wheels instead of a trike. It's not a PPC.
Don't a lot of the quads have like A assist on them?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was watching a video on it today. It looked kind of cool.
Well,
is it maybe less maneuverable?
I would think so.
Well, it's more stable too. So I mean, people that want to have a little bit more stability with the trike. Thank you.
It's harder to keep it up.
See, the trike is more stable than the quad?
No, I'm sorry. The quad is more stable than the trike.
Okay, that makes sense.
And if I said it wrong, I'm sorry. I was thinking I was Walter down under. I was all backwards. Sorry about that.
It was opposite day.
Shannon West also donated in the chat. So thank you very much, Shannon. We appreciate you. Right. She gave us thumbs up. Thank you very much. That was awesome.
You know who has a really good video on trikes and quads? Who? It's Captain Kurt. And I'm serious. He's got a really neat video, and his trike is designed in a certain way where the front wheel just kind of follows along. So it doesn't really matter where the wing goes. It'll just follow with the wing.
Right. I don't believe that.
Well, when Brian was talking about his dad, it's what made me think about
it. It'll end up upside down quite easy.
What was that, Walter?
I said you can end up upside down quite easy in a trike or a quad.
Yes.
If your shit doesn't come up right.
Yes. Yeah, if you're not directly in the wind, if you have some oscillation, you don't correct it, you'll just flop over. So yeah.
I've got steering and everything, but at the time it did not help me at all. The wing demands where you go.
Right.
Yeah, this one, it's got the front wheel in a different position. So it's kind of like a caster on on a shopping cart, and it just follows wherever the wing takes you. So it's quite an interesting idea. I'm surprised it's not done on more trikes.
Well, I guess we need to, find someone that has actually done a trike with Captain Kurt or trained with Captain Kurt, and actually, talk to someone that has actually been there. I was actually thinking about getting a wing from him so I can see what his training is all about. That way I actually can talk about it, because I don't like to talk about things that I don't know about, that it's just hearsay, because I might get something wrong, and it's not right. So I'm glad that everybody's not talking about things that we don't know personally on this podcast. But yeah, I would love to actually, get some training from Captain Kurt, buy a wing. A couple of years ago, when I first started talking with him, he said you can get a wing for $26.50 delivered to you. But he doesn't take credit cards, and it's kind of wire transfer only. So I don't know. I had cash to wire transfer someone. I didn't, so I never did. Does anybody in the chat have any personal dealings with Captain Kurt that you'd like to talk about, or that you know about that we can ask you? If you do, please let me know, and you can come on here and tell us your experience. Now, I know Paramotor Crazy, he had an experience, and he actually did a video about it. So you can talk, it's called Free Training versus $3,500 Training. And he did a really good video. I also listened to a lot of other people that has done training from the captain. But once again,
I'm about to get some free training, but it's not going to be from him for trike training, because I'm going to be one of my friend's first student. Y'all know Brook. He's getting into teaching wheels up North Carolina.
PPG Pirate.
Yeah, he's tandem certified and everything now. He's got his own school getting ready to open up. And he said, come on up, man, Brian, I'll teach you for free. Just give me a review that's honest. And yeah, I mean, in my opinion, as somebody that's already been through training for a foot launch, I don't have a long way to go to get into a trike. I need an open area. I need equipment, and I need experience kiting, and I need a few tips. And other than that, I think I got it. But I'm not going to just go throw wheels on my paramotor and go do it by myself, because that's not me. I want to get some training. And there's one or two tips, no matter how small they seem now, that if you don't know them going in, probably are going to cost you some heartache. And these trikes, they're just known for tipping over, man. If you don't control that wing right, they could turn sideways on you. I've seen people with a lot of experience. They get tipped over. Your reaction is to put that hand out and to save yourself, and you end up breaking a wrist or something in the process. It happens very frequently. So get training, and don't break a bone. Stay away from hay bales. You'll be safe.
Tommy just jumped on. Did you have anything to say about trikes, or you just jump on to say hi or hang out with us?
Hey guys, I've been jumping on and off on the YouTube when I could. We're having some crazy weather here. I'm sure some of you guys are too. But no, I've never flown a trike, but I looked at that Black Widow trike from Fly PPG, and he has some of the same features on that wheel that what was the other brother was talking about.
Kurt.
Yeah, the wheel, you don't have to. However you land, the wheel follows you. That was pretty neat.
The fork is basically backwards, so instead of it leaning forward, it leans backwards, so the wheel has to follow.
Exactly.
If the fork is backwards, would that make it a spoon?
It's a spork.
See, I need to come out with a joke there, Shane.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a little bit of, just because we both fly trike, just think about it. You got a caster wheel that's bouncing back and forth on every hole that you hit in the dirt. you use your front wheel to get under the wing, kind of like when you foot launch, you scoot right to left. That's how you go right to left on your trike. So you have to have your feet doing one thing, your hands are doing something else. So you just add another component into basically your foot launch. And I know that a lot of it, you know, is hard to kind of do the hand-eye foot coordination, but you do have to use the steerable part of the trike to get underneath your wing.
That's right. And you and Jade both fly trikes. So
we do. And Jade is here. She's been working back in there. She's making little can cozies.
Nice. Send me a picture of that. That's awesome.
My husband.
Koozies, not cozies, koozies.
Hey, you're from Texas.
Tomato.
Wisconsin.
Hey, can you show it again real quick? My wife flies a trike buggy. Aw.
And Eric, there are people here that do say cozy in Texas, but it's actually koozie.
My husband flies.
I like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, and
People
Shane.
in Florida wear thongs on their feet.
We do.
Eric,
We got
Eric,
tan
up
lines.
there.
That's so funny. I never thought of it, but yeah, we do wear thongs. That's so
Those are
funny.
thongs. Those are flip flops.
Eric, up there in Wisconsin, you probably call a toboggan a sled.
Hey, Shane, a
We got
backwards.
toboggans on our head.
We got to say that again, Brian.
Are we on the mute or something?
So
No,
up there in Wisconsin, and the Northerners, they call a sled a toboggan, right?
We've heard that term, yeah.
It's a sled.
Yeah, or well, in Alaska, we used to call what you guys call snowmobiles. We used to call them snow machines.
Well, a toboggan in the Southeast is a like a beanie or a hat.
Yeah.
that you
Is
can
she
wear.
gone?
Cap. Yep.
Yep.
Toboggan in
Is Shane
Australia.
gone?
A
Where's
toboggan.
Shane?
I'm right here, Amy.
You know, when I was living up north, we would call the down south, we call a water, oh shoot, what do they call it? I know up north they call it a bubbler. What do they call it down south? What do they call
Water
a bubbler
fountain.
down south?
Hose pipe.
Water fountain.
Water fountain. So down south they call it a water fountain. Up north they call it a bubbler.
What about a jacuzzi?
I think that's just a jacuzzi, right?
Spa.
Amy, were you saying something? Did she
I
go?
was telling Shane that a backwards fork is not a spoon, it's a bad spork.
Bad spork.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump on real quick. We're going to go ahead and get off, but it's been awesome meeting you guys and talking with you, and see you next Monday or tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. That's right. There's something going. Yeah, there's something going on. Shane, tell us about this thing that's going on tomorrow.
Well, real quick, I just want to say thank you to the moderator who's been taking care of the chat. He's apparently been on top of things. Tomorrow night, 8:00 Eastern time, we will be doing. You can find the show at ppgshane.com. We're going to be doing a hangout. We do it every Tuesday night. Come and hang out, and we just talk about paramotors, we talk about cooking, we talk about whatever. We're all over the place, but we do it for about 2 hours, and then I try to get off, but it never seems to happen that way. Wait a minute, did I just say I get off? I try.
Yeah, that's what she said.
End the show by 10 o'clock.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
Where am I at? Hello.
Shane.
Wrong choice of words.
Shane.
I mean,
Not for you,
shame on
Shane.
you.
Not for
Not
you.
for me.
Shane, this is for you.
What's that?
Oh my God.
Insert open mouth, insert foot.
Mouth.
You put that thing that close to your face after you put it in Mark's. Never
I
mind.
kiss Mark on the
in
mouth.
my
I'll let him
ass.
get
In
that
my
close
ass
to my
every
face.
day. It's in my ass every day.
I think DP can do that better than you can.
Of course, he can just unscrew it, pick it up. I mean, he could throw it over his shoulder if he wanted to.
Dang, I didn't know you were like
I'm pretty bendy.
He's pretty bendy, yeah.
There's
I
a
didn't know
joke.
you had it like that, DP.
DP is very,
You just
very.
throw it over your shoulder and stuff.
Yeah. See, we could do that when we were younger. He can do it no matter what his age
He is so limber. I mean, the things that he can do with that is
I want to be
unbelievable.
totally honest. I can never throw it over my shoulder, DP. You got me, man. You got me.
Hey, you guys got me stumped.
It's a lot of yoga. Oh, good one.
Oh,
Here we go. Hey, DP, I'm curious about how many of these jokes and jabs you get when we meet you in person.
Okay.
Well, ain't that a kick in the head?
Yeah.
Do that one more time. I got you on spotlight so everybody can see it. Ain't that a kick in the head?
Now, if you forget where you put that and you sit on it, is that a way of putting your own foot in your ass? I mean,
Hey, does your wife ever tell you to go put your foot in your ass?
She usually inserts her own.
Wait a minute. Has she ever beaten you with your own leg?
Now, that would be horrible.
Have you ever made her so mad that she beats you with your own leg?
Oh my gosh.
That way, no charges can be held against.
That's right. Yeah, he did it to
Well,
himself.
me.
Why are you hitting yourself?
Wasn't my
Why are you
fault.
hitting yourself?
Yeah.
Why you keep hitting yourself?
What's the matter, Dave? What's the matter, Dave?
Hey, how was your kiting session, DP? I want to know.
Yeah, tell us about that.
It was interesting. The wind was crappy. It was coming from all directions all the time, so it was difficult for kiting. But it definitely went better than the night before when I was by myself. So yeah, it was good. It was it's a 14-meter wing, and at a windy airport, yeah, it was not ideal conditions, but yeah, definitely got down, clipping in forward and reverse, which was, I thought I had it figured out until I actually got everything in front of me, and I was like, wait a minute, I need to watch that video again. But no, it was really good. Definitely had some success. Had some good runs where I was able to keep it up and over my head. Definitely going to take some practice, but hey, that's why I got it.
Hey, so let me ask you something, Dave. How are you finding the running and cutting back and forth to stay under the wing? How are you handling that?
Easy.
You're doing good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No issues with that at all. I was actually surprised. I thought I'd feel the wing more. But it's just, I guess it's just because it's a small, short wing.
That will come with time, feeling that wing. I notice more and more with every launch, I look at my wing less and less because I'm actually able to feel. When they were talking about feeling the wing, when I first started out, I was like, all I feel is this harness in my crotch pulling upwards. That's all I ever feel. And then over time, you do notice, oh, I feel pressure here. And you look up and you're like, oh my God, I need to be running that way. It does start becoming an extra lim, if you will. I see your lips there. I wasn't making a joke. It does become I don't even know how to explain it. You notice it when it starts pulling one way or the other. What's that?
It basically becomes an extension of your own body. You feel it. I've had a lot of people that mentioned that that's one thing that's better about becoming a free flight pilot before a powered flight pilot, is because you get used to feeling the wing and controlling that wing and reacting to it better. But yeah, it's it comes with more and more experience. I found my first few launches, I was checking that wing tip to the left and to the right. You never look up while you're trying to run forward. Right. Now, I find myself, I check that wing tip maybe once and I just feel it. And I can tell if I'm centered under the wing. I think
my biggest issue was, I'm maybe admiring it because I was looking up, like not believing I actually had this thing above my head, and he's like, keep running. Like, oh crap. And then it was just the idea that you have to keep moving to to keep it going. And
Can
yeah, I'm
we-
going to go down to the beach so I get some good steady wind and just practice, you know, building walls and just picking it up and setting it down over and over. And
So
that'll
you
be
have a
easy to do.
harness already, right?
Yes.
You got a
Yeah,
harness.
I got the wing and the harness from the folks at One Up.
Okay, and so it was pretty windy where you were with dang,
Tom.
man. Yeah,
Tom
Tom.
Kubat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was pretty windy there. Did you do any kind of reverse kiting or?
Yeah, did reverse and forward.
Okay, all right, good.
Yeah. But it was bad enough that when we finished, he was going to go rip around for 10, 15 minutes, and he got up for maybe 10 seconds and came right back down. He was like, nope, screw that. Too turbulent right up there. So he didn't even get to fly. Felt kind of bad.
For y'all that don't know, Tom's a pretty big deal. He's on the Paradigm team now, and you know he's you know, a top-notch pilot for sure. If he goes up for 10 seconds, comes back down and says it's nasty, it's nasty.
Yep.
Yeah, I like his videos too.
Yeah.
He's dreamy.
He's dreamy.
Isn't he an engineer like
Yeah.
you, Brian? Isn't he?
Yeah, he works for Cummins down here in Somerville, North Charleston.
Yeah, I met him my very first time down at aviator training. You know, he was one of the guys that was there. You know, you had Kyle Glee, you had a lot of the bigger names that were there at the time. So, of course, Tucker Gott was there. It was his Tucker Gott giveaway class. I was introduced to a lot of these people before I ever got into the air, which was kind of cool. But they were all down to earth type people, and just, you know, I was sitting there talking to Kyle Mooney out there. I was talking to Eric's wife, and she was just getting through done training. Nell was when I got my training. I'm talking to these people, you know, they're talking to me like I'm some, you know, common person like them, you know, and or they are, you know, and just talking about the sport. And I find out later who they are. And I'm like, wow, you know, they were really down to earth people. You know, you would have never known they were famous. But yeah, most of these people, it's just a great sport. Everybody wants to see you succeed.
Yeah, that seems to be what I'm finding out. Even, you know, being fortunate enough to get invited to come into this group and a couple of the others that have podcasts online. It's like, you know, I haven't even taken my first class yet, and everybody has always been very open for questions and just very accommodating for anything. And that, you know, to me, that says an awful lot about this community. You know, obviously everybody's every different group has a bad apple here or there, but no pun intended. But, you know, for the most part, everybody is just so kind, so down to earth, and you can tell everyone just has such a zest for the sport. They want to tell you about everything. They want to get other people to understand kind of what it is that they're experiencing, and it's very refreshing.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely something that a lot of people don't get to feel. You know, flying in a jumbo or something like that, it's just no comparison whatsoever. And when you're out in the element, just like you are on a motorbike, you know, it's totally different to a car.
Yep.
So absolutely. Jim says he has to go. So Jim, how do we get up with you to get some stickers before you have to jump off the show?
You can go through DIYprinting.ca or to careppg.com or carepp.com, and you can email me or give me a call anytime. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. You have a great evening.
Thank you too, Jim. Have a good one.
See you later.
Good night.
John Wayne in the house.
John Wayne.
John Wayne. You're going to Bad Apples, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure am.
What does Mark have on his face? Mark, what is that?
Going to blow up the Death Star.
That looks like he is
I'm trying to cover up my ugly.
Well,
that's a waste of time.
My new helmet.
Nice.
You couldn't get that in a full face mask?
I tried, man. I thought it was. This is the best I could do.
Let's see again. Drop it down. Let's see what it. Let's see again. How far does it go down? He looks like a stormtrooper or something.
I am your father.
Dread.
Does that have a mirror finish on it?
It looks like it,
Mirror,
doesn't
does
it?
Yeah.
That would've been nice.
It does. The only downfall that I have found so far is if I wear a light colored shirt, I see the reflection on the inside.
Oh,
And
that's
it makes it hard to see the ground.
Is
Well,
that
put
an
your phone right there? Like you can use it as an on-screen display.
Yeah, that'd be
There you
kind of
go.
cool, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's
Heads
what
up
we
display
need to
gun.
do. That's what we need to do. Make a helmet like that with a.
There's actually been a couple of
Right.
companies that's tried that. Some motorcycle helmet companies. I did a little research on that because you know how I am on the gimmicks or the gadgets and stuff, right? But it's nobody's really perfected it. It's kind of went south with it. They never did keep pursuing it, I don't think.
Hey, Mark, is that
Yes.
is that an Icaro Solar helmet?
Yes, it is.
Where did you get the lens from?
Well, there's a school that we've been dealing with that has decided they've been doing it for like 4.5 years. They decided they're not going to do it anymore. And he was going out of business. I ended up with a BGD seed. This helmet, I got Amy a reserve. That's where I ended up with it. He had it on a green one, and I've already got a green Solar X. I wanted the carbon fiber one. So he sent me one, and he actually sent me the Ice 2. So I actually ended up with this one for a pretty good deal because of the mistake, and I got to keep the other helmet. So
That ain't too bad.
Yeah, but
no,
you can't
no.
lift,
So I actually don't know where he got the visor. I'm not
or
sure.
the visor. You can't lift the visor up with the GoPro. There is the only problem I've had. You know.
Yeah, that was on my other one too. But if you look at that, this doesn't really go up that far. I mean, I still have room to put the GoPro. On my other one, my GoPro is actually about right here.
Okay.
And I have one of those swivel mounts, the double swivel. So, because the Solar X is not completely contoured at the top, it's not flat. So your GoPro is on the side, right? So I bought the little swivel part that has a double ball bearing in it, so I can do whatever I need to do with the camera. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if I'm flying with the visor, I don't really fly with it up. You know what I mean? And the thing I like about this one is you don't have to have shades anymore. I don't have to wear sunglasses. It's great.
How's it do for the wind? That's what I have a lot of problems.
Yeah, it blocks all the wind off my face. Now, if I pull it up, I get a good face full of wind.
Does it keep the bugs out of your mouth when you're flying low, foot dragging wheat fields?
I haven't drug any wheat fields because we don't have any of those here, Brian.
Now, the other day when I was low, man, I ate 2 bugs. And
Did you really?
Yeah,
How
they
was
weren't
it?
delicious.
I've had one now when I was flying the other one without the shield on, and I was flying in late afternoon and I didn't wear any shades. I got hit in the eye with one.
Yeah, I'd never fly without eye protection ever.
Yeah,
I mean,
I won't anymore.
That's been a phobia of mine, man. It's getting stuff into my eye when I'm flying or driving or whatever.
They got the motorcycle, goggles that are just not goggles, but they're just regular, glasses, sunglasses, but they have that thing around them that blocks the air too. So when you put it on, it blocks all the air around your face, so bugs and the other debris doesn't get in your eyes. They're not that expensive. They're on Amazon. Everything's on Amazon.
Mark, has that helmet got Bluetooth?
Yeah, a good friend of mine sent me a Tough Talk set, and I actually have not been able to test them out yet. I have noticed since I changed helmets with them that they actually fit a little tighter with this helmet than my other helmet. So, I mean, I haven't been able to test them, but you can listen to Bluetooth, you can listen to music, you can plug up an air traffic radio. What is that? That's about right, Eric?
I don't know. What sucker gave you those?
I don't know, man. He said he didn't like them, and I'm like, I'll take them. I will have this one up for sale, though.
I like that green one.
I've got to take my what are those? Firehouse? My Firehouse strobe off. But I will be putting this one up for sale.
Hey, more spinny wheel content.
I don't know about that. When I bought this helmet, I bought it used with the Cena 10, which will probably be the way I sell it unless I put it on this other helmet. And I paid $450 for it.
So tell me real quick about that Tough Talk.
I think Eric owned one of those. I don't know that much about them. I just got it and installed it. So Eric could probably tell you more about it than I can.
I just looked online and I see that they're like $350.
Yeah.
I guess they're pretty good.
What do you think, Eric?
Awesome.
You lying dog.
You know how many times you push the button to get the radio versus the person that you want to talk to the radio tower or something like that. That was my problem.
Okay, so what Senna's got going is nice because it's voice actuated and it's the two-way voice actuated, which is nice. Because we went to the micro avionics now, and in order to talk to Jade, I have to push a button, you know, instead of just talk. So that means with a break in your hand, you got to push a button. So that's one plus that the Tough Talk does have. Now for us, they just weren't sealing against our ears. Maybe I need a thicker head. Who knows? I couldn't get them to seal on my ears. Well, then after we got these don't seal on my ears. So maybe it's my ears. I'm not sure.
I had the same.
No, I don't think it was your ears, Eric, because I had the same problem. I actually manipulated the wiring a little bit. Is what I did to try to push it, but it's still, you can only put so much pressure on it before it wants to pop out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I wish I looked and looked and looked to see if they made the gel cups for these, and you can't. They don't make them.
So
It's a small bead of Gorilla Glue, though.
Yeah, I think you could. They make the ones with the sticky back, so I think.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to tear anything up, so.
Yeah.
I think if you really wanted to, you could peel this stuff off. The problem is finding the exact the shape. I think they're a little bit different because I've got the gel cups on this one right here.
Yeah.
You can see them.
Can you turn that sideways, Mark?
Which one? This?
The one with the gel cups.
Yeah, right here. Let me see if I can pop them out.
They should be about an inch thick.
Okay.
But these things are super, super soft, man. I mean, I can't even describe how soft it is. You know the rubber boot on your car door, how soft that is? It's softer than that.
And does that help a lot with the noise?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's super comfortable too. When you buy the aviator helmet, that's the first thing they do is they give you those gel earpieces. They're twice as thick as the earpieces that come with them normally, and they're a lot softer. They fit your head better, and they're more comfortable, and they attenuate noise better.
They also stay cooler. They also stay cooler than the other ones. They actually hold air. I mean, the cooling a little better, I think.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
When you come down, make sure you bring your knowledge on our radios so you can help fix ours, because I still am having a problem hearing Eric.
Really? Yeah. And your dip switches are exactly the same as Eric's now?
What did you call me?
Called you a dip switch.
Well, I mean, you changed your dip switches, right, Eric?
Oh yeah, we changed them to what you configured, but I always got a cheeseburger in my mouth when I'm flying, so that's why she can't understand me.
Yeah, man.
These gel pads that you're talking about, can you get any type of gel pads, like if you find them on Amazon, or are they specific to that? I
think they only make them for the 3M cups, don't they, Eric? I'm not sure.
Because I'm looking online and there's a lot of different types of gel things.
Yeah, so the 3M Peltor are the only ones I think that are identical replacement, but I'm sure you can get something to put in there. You know, maybe go to a plastic surgeon and see if they have any silicone bags laying around.
Yeah, right. upgrade your ear cups, Eric?
I'm sorry, what?
Your ears. Did you get the thicker ear cups?
I just got the stock ones that came on it. You know,
because that would have to help. I'm going to look into that.
I think the Peltor ones were like $80 for the set. But as I said, I think there's some universal ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know if you know about measure of hardness of rubber, like the durometer, but it's like the difference of a durometer of 60 versus 30. I mean,
really?
It's super soft.
Mm-hmm. The cheapest one I see is $55 for a pair. For the 3M Peltor.
If you go to Carson, Happy Thoughts PPG, that's where I got mine, and I think I paid $40 for them. But we bought a helmet too, so I don't know if I got them because we bought a helmet. That's when we bought Amy's helmet.
Those gel cups, Walter?
It's about $40 for 3M ones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have them. These are just the stocky 3M for now, just because I'm building it up, trying to get it to work with the Bluetooth, with the radio and all that. I've also got another helmet that's come from China, and that one there, it's got a different plug, so I can plug my radio in. But again, I haven't got it to work with the Bluetooth and the radio together, so still playing with it.
And that brings me to a question, since all of y'all are here. I'm looking at getting a radio, and I want to make sure I get the right thing. And I've been doing some research, and if you get like an 8-watt radio, you have to get licensed or something. Can somebody fill me in a little more on that?
Talking about the 2-meter?
Yes.
I think you have to have a license for the 2-meter anyways, don't you? Regardless.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was looking, you got 4-watt radios and you got 8-watt radios, which I guess that has to do with how many meters it reaches out, right? So if it goes past a certain meters, you have to have a single radio license or something like that.
That is correct.
So you don't need a license for the lower watt 2-meter?
Yes, that's correct. You don't. In fact, they make radios that have both lower wattage frequencies and higher wattage frequencies that you don't have to have a license for some, and you do have to have a license for others. I got some of those here.
Yeah, that's FCC regulations. I know there's issues with like aviation radio. If you're using aviation radio from the ground to communicate with pilots and other paramotor pilots, you're not supposed to be doing that. But if you're a paramotor pilot flying into an airport, you need to be able to use aviation radios to communicate with the tower and other planes in the area. So there's areas where you can and can't use it. The 2-meter radio, I didn't know there was license required for higher wattages units. So that's good stuff to know.
Yeah, I just started doing some research on it, and there you see a lot of blogs about it where people have gotten in trouble with the FCC because they're not licensed to run that radio.
Right, and they are clamping down on it now. They didn't used to pay too much attention to it, but they are now.
Yeah, they have a way to be able to track it, and they can zone in on you and find you.
Yeah, if you look at the directions on the radio that I've got, it specifically tells you which frequencies and stuff that you can use without a license and which ones you can't, because they're powered different.
So that still doesn't answer my question. Which way do I need to go?
What you need to just get the license. You can do it online. It didn't take 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you talking about like aviation?
No, just a regular licensed operator radio.
Ham radio.
Ham radio, yeah. But yeah, you can do that. It's really quick, and you can read through a book and pretty much go and it's a free test, and it doesn't cost you anything to get the ham license. But just like Brian was saying, if you are just going to be using a radio to talk to the towers and using those frequencies, as long as you're in the air, you're legal. But if you're on the ground, you can't use it. So you don't need a license to use it if you're flying in an aircraft.
So when we are at the airport flying with Kyle O'Glee, we are he actually has an air traffic radio that he has that he picks up the plane traffic in the area. We don't have a tower there because it's just a little country airport. So are you saying if he has a license, he's good to do it? But if you don't have a license, even if you're an instructor, you have to be able to communicate with those airplanes in the area to let them know that you're training.
Absolutely. An aviator, some of the instructors, at least one or two of the instructors underground, always had an aviation radio so they can keep up with air traffic and communicate with them. The students did not use them. We were all on 2-meter radios, I guess lower wattage units. But every time we crossed over our runway, on our ground vehicles, we had to basically make a statement over the aviation radio that, Lake Wales Airport, crossing runway 56, 3 vehicles, that kind of deal. So we all got a little experience talking on them, but they generally did not communicate with the aviation radio on the ground. The instructors had one, and they were listening to the traffic, and they could communicate if they needed to, but generally, yeah, they did not use any aviation bands on the ground, and we didn't use them in the air either as students.
Yeah, you don't need a license to purchase or to listen, but you're supposed to have a license to transmit.
Yes. Well, transmit, as far as transmit, you don't need a license to transmit if you're communicating with the tower and you're in the air flying.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have to be just with the tower. As long as you're in the air, you can use that as a pilot.
Exactly.
You can talk to any other pilot, anybody on the ground. As long as you're in the air, you can use that, period.
There's some people out there that will tell you that paramotor pilots are never allowed to use aviation radio.
That's not true.
That just it's not true, and it just does not make sense. Because if you want to fly into a controlled airspace, you have to be able to talk to the tower. If you don't have aviation radio, yeah, you can do it Bluetooth or your cell phone if you know what phone number to call. But you got to be able to communicate, and that's something that, in my opinion, the paramotor community can get better at is communications. And this is one of the conversations that will help with that. That is the exact radio I have right there. I believe.
Yeah, that's the one I've been looking at. I just wanted to, I was wondering.
That's the one I've got.
Can you copy that Amazon link and put that in the chat?
Sure can.
And if people are not here, but they want to, let's say they're listening to our podcast, what do we need to search for on Amazon or on the internet to find one of these radios that you're talking about? Can you tell us real quick, Brian?
Well, if you're looking for the aviation radio, mine is an ICOM A26 or something, I think. This particular one is what they call a 2-meter radio or two-way radio. It also has UHF and VHF built into it. Let's see, 136 to 174 megahertz and 400 to 520 UHF. So it tells you the frequency ranges for the different bands they have. I would not call this an aviation radio. I would call this a 2-meter radio.
It's got to be lower than 136 for air radio.
Yeah, because 122.85 is the frequency most of the airports, the small airports around us are on. So this one will not go down to the aviation bands.
All right.
Right. That's definitely not an aviation radio, but that's the one that I use for regular communications.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they make one looks identical to that is also an aviation radio.
I know, and that's where you have to be careful. A lot of these different manufacturers are trying to cover all their different bases. If you type in aviation radio, ICOM A26, I think it is. Let me get my radio.
Yeah, I got mine here somewhere. I got an ICOM here someplace.
A16, I think that is.
Yeah, so as far as the radios go, even non-towered airports that we fly into up north, they would like us to communicate with the just to communicate with ground, any other planes that are out there. So we
Yeah,
have
you'll get to use a lot more airports if you carry a radio.
Absolutely. Even our little airport that we have over here in Conway, it's it's not controlled, but
I just opened them.
They said, if you want to, who's showing that? Will Fly?
Yeah, this is the aviation radio.
And what's the name of it?
ICOM IA 16 AI 16. No,
Yeah, I got the IC86. Yeah. Yep.
Which one do you have, Brian?
I have the ICOM IC-A26. No, sorry, IC-A6.
What's the A25C? Is that the same thing?
I don't know, man. They've got a lot of different models out now, and basically, this is the one I have. It's an older model. This radio is probably around 10 years old.
Oh my. Okay.
So they've got some newer ones. A lot of the newer ones have Bluetooth built into it and that kind of thing.
Yep. I've got it right here.
Yep.
So what do you have?
Here you go. Right here. Boom. Right here. And share. There you go. Can you see it?
You got the A16B?
Yep. For Bluetooth.
Yeah, the Bluetooth version. So that's pretty nice there. So you can Bluetooth that. You can Bluetooth that to your headset, right?
Yep.
Yep.
No worries.
Yeah, but I've heard there was trouble with the Bluetooth part, something to do with the delay or transmission problem, or
anytime you add a wireless connection, you have potential for an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, in my experience, mine is a hardwired one that uses a standard 2-prong plug, plugs into it. That guy right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that plug will not fit your 2-meter radio. The diameter, the difference between those pins is slightly different. So
it sure looks like it would fit, though, doesn't it?
It does, man. It's like it's a 0.5 millimeter difference on the spacing, and one of the pegs is a little bigger than the other. But they're made not to be interchangeable, basically.
Yeah, you can see where the peg is bigger.
Yeah, but they do have one big and one small. And then you've got your 3.5 that comes off on its own as well. The one in the middle.
So they got the ones with the Bluetooth and they have the regular one. And the regular one is $237, I see.
The Bluetooth is the same.
And the Bluetooth is...
I mean, just because it's Bluetooth, that doesn't mean you still can't hardwire it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just
Look
more
at this thing.
Expensive.
Look at this beast. See if I can get it to show up.
The only bad thing about PPG and the aviation radios is that they're required to be push to talk. So that's always a problem for us that nobody else has.
Does Bluetooth
face, Will?
Does Bluetooth not qualify as push to talk, John? Do you know?
No, it doesn't qualify.
Okay. I did not know that.
The whole purpose of push to talk is so nobody accidentally gets on the frequency and jams it up.
Right.
And so that they specifically say that you must have push to talk, period, or else you can't use the aviation radio.
Huh.
Aviation radio require you to say what you want, what you need to do quick.
Yep.
No ums and ahs and think about it. Think before you push that button. That's what we're always told.
Yeah, but if you flip a switch and it stays on, you can have the frequency tied up and aircraft going crazy,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they'll pin you. They'll pin you for it because it's not supposed to have it.
Right.
Push the button.
So would you suggest the Bluetooth or the other one? Does it make any difference as far as plug-in or Bluetooth? I guess if you have a Cena, you can Bluetooth it to your Cena.
Yeah, exactly. Because I hardwired my aviator into my helmet, so I got to plug it in if I'm going to use it. But everything else works just like the Cena.
John, does your communications radio, will it work if your Bluetooth is on?
It'll work, but the problem is I can hear both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Some people put one in one ear and one in the other, but
yes.
I just wired them over the top of each other because the only people I talk to is my wife, and well, I don't really hear her anyway. So
shout out to Mark H in the chat. He just we're talking about the FCC rulings and the rules and whatnot. He just put a link in the chat to the actually FCC wireless broadband rules.
Thank you very much.
Go there and check that out. We appreciate that, Mark.
Yeah, great.
Yes, back to the original question for you, Mark. So we got the A16, which is the Bluetooth non-Bluetooth version of what you have, only because when we bought our helmets, they told us not to go with the Bluetooth for some reason. I don't know why. And it could have been because they wanted to have the push to talk. Mm-hmm. So we have a push to talk button on top of, if we need to talk to ground, for the airport we're at.
Is that push to talk button kind of like what the police have, where you've got a button here, or you got to actually push it on the radio?
No, it's not on the radio. It's another cable that will plug into our headsets and then go right to this radio. And the push to talk is about 7-8 inches away from where it plugs into the radio. So it is down to where you can clip it to something if you wanted to. So you always knew where it was.
Right. I haven't worried about a radio up until now because I've been one of those guys that does the buddy system, man. I've done that since I started flying. I just feel I've always been very cautious about what I'm doing. So I'm starting to get to where I might want to go do some flying on my own. And I wanted to have a radio with me just in case, Well,
I'd recommend it because you can always go back and fall back on it, when you do end up at an airport that requires it. What's really nice is you can program in the different airports on your, on your radio. So you can just punch in whatever airport you're going to. That frequency is right there.
The push to talk is not always convenient. I don't know how many times I've been spiraling down, and Dad comes over the radio and is like, "Hey man, where you at? How's it going?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't answer." I'm in the middle of a spiral down, and my neighbor down here, Mr. King, is getting ready to take video of me, and it's going to be a minute before I can answer. Then I'm going to be too low, and he won't hear me when I transmit. So, sometimes you just have to wait and call people back. And, if you fly with people for a while, you kind of get used to that kind of thing.
You may have just given me an idea for an invention.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
I can't do that.
Yeah, necessity is the mother of invention now.
Yes,
you tell me what I need and I'll buy it. You've shown that there's an issue, and I think I might have a solution to the issue. Okay. Just remember, it's got to be push to talk and it's got to be remote, I guess. Yeah. Just my fuel sensor has a remote button. Why couldn't you do the same thing with a push to talk button?
You can do a remote on a push to talk as long as you have to push to talk on that radio.
Yeah, I think we could make that. I think I can make that happen.
I've got my radio here, which is an icon.
Paracircle. That looks cool.
That's some good photos, man.
These are the winners for the calendar.
Oh, look at that.
These are just been tallied and just announced. So you guys that are watching this are actually able to see the top 18 winners of our paramotorcalendar.com. We're also going to be doing more of these. So
that is awesome.
Yeah, that's some good picks.
Wisconsin sunset, huh?
What I want you guys to do is come Bad Apples. Make sure you take plenty of pictures because we're going to also be trying to do a Bad Apples calendar. You can go to paramotorcalendar.com and it'll take you to the winners. on ppgzone.com. So check them out when you get the chance. If you're listening to us, go to paramotorcalendar.com and see the winners. And don't forget, take lots of pictures because we're going to be doing another calendar very soon. It's almost 10 o'clock, guys. So how about we kill the live stream and the audio and kick back here privately and chat for a couple minutes before we got to go to bed. Sound good?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right. Anybody want to drop some .coms or anything before we go? It's up to you. Go ahead. Drop some .coms.
.com.
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 Not really what I was thinking, but Mark, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about your Paraswag USA.
Paraswagusa.com. Go there. It's self-explanatory. We sell a little bit of everything.
Be there or be square. How about Brian Haybell Waller?
If you want an affordable paramotor unit and durable and safe, come to paraswagusa.com.
And tell them that PPG Grandpa sent you, please.
Sure that. Because he's not getting a commission.
At least you'll know, what kind of traffic we're sending y'all. Come on now. Brian Haybell Waller, how about you and your .coms?
ppgbrian.com. And if you want to learn how to fly paramotors, don't watch my video.
If you want to know how to take out a hay bale.
That's right. That is a training video, how to take out a hay bale. I like that.
Yeah. How not to take out a hay bale.
Apparently, I got a green thumb. I can grow the heck out of some tomatoes.
Yes, you can.
Right.
So how is that going, man? How is your garden going? I mean, it looks like it's great.
I'm giving away a bushel of tomatoes every day right now, seems like, man.
Dude, I've been there.
It's crazy.
I did 3 tomato plants one time, and we got so many freaking tomatoes, we couldn't keep tomato. I mean, we had way too many tomatoes, and next year I did one tomato plant because those things just kept growing. It was crazy. No, but your garden looks good, man.
Appreciate it, man. No doubt. No doubt.
I know that's work. It's rewarding work, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, man. I walk in there and it smells good. It looks good. And there's just beautiful produce. And we enjoy calling people and giving it away. And I plan on bringing some tomatoes to Bad Apples for sure.
I was just going to ask you, make sure you don't bring bad tomatoes to Bad Apples.
That's right. That'd be fresh.
All right. Thank you very much, Brian Haybell Waller. How about you, Walter?
Just showing you this helmet that I bought. It's Bluetooth, but it also has the fitting for the radio on the side. And it comes with the push to talk button. Yeah, for you guys with PPGs, you're going to be in trouble, but I'm arms free when I'm flying. So, because I use my feet, I can use my hands as well. Now this is. Do you have any videos on your YouTube or anything like that we can check out? No. You need to.
How do we know you fly?
Because we still got your ppgwalter.com. So
you deflated him, Sean.
I need to do it as soon as I get flying again, which should be in a couple of months.
Good. Because we definitely need to see some videos. We got the ppgwalter.com for you, so we need some content for sure. We'll fly ppg.com. We'll fly.
Yep.
Drop us a .com real quick.
YouTube.com/willfly or willflyppg.com.
All right. Never trust the skinny chef Shane. We got something going on tomorrow. What's going on?
Tuesday night hangouts. You can find me at ppgshane.com. We will be hanging out tomorrow night. Thus being the name of the show.
And what time is that, by the way?
8:00 Eastern time.
Beer drinking time.
What time is it? My time.
Central time. It'll be 7:00 Central time.
All right. I'll be there. I promise I'll be there. There's nothing that's going to hold me back from being there because I got to make you the host of the show. All right. David Perry, DP.
Nothing.
you're gonna be flying soon. You're kiting. Do you have any videos on your YouTube yet, or anything like that
No.
we can check out?
I do not. I probably need to just revamp the whole thing. My original YouTube was more so for the band that I was in, but everything's off of it now. So yeah, I got to figure out something. Don't you have to have like 100 followers before you can actually make yourself a .com?
No.
No.
You can be a .com before you even get your first follower.
Okay.
Not if you know Sean.
If you
That's right.
since you know me, we'll hey, you got my number, right?
Yes.
So text me tomorrow or call me tomorrow, and we'll talk about a PPG name for you.
Cool.
And then we'll get uploaded to your channel.
Shane.
Nope, I'm out.
But one-legged pirate's not. I mean, the pirate's already taken, I think. But hey, we can get this guy an attachment and a parakeet. We can come up with something.
We'll definitely come up with something.
Not like Will Fly, but like Will and Balm, maybe. Will and Balm, PPG.com.
We'll
How about PPG Mortician?
Yeah, that'd be good.
And how about Will Die? Work, man.
Oh.
Let's not do any dying ones, but
we'll let you down easy.
There you go.
Doesn't sound fun at all. John Wayne, thank you for joining us. I know that you don't have any .coms or anything, but do you have any YouTube? Do you have any videos, or you just go out and fly?
I just go out and fly and watch and listen to you all.
There we go. That's all right. So we appreciate you, and thanks for jumping on. Flying Flamingo, Jade, and Eric. I know you got some .coms you want to drop real quick.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I am at Flying Flamingo Jade and also given paramotorgirl.com, and you can check me out on my YouTube videos that I've got going on the Flying Flamingo Jade. And you can also check out Facebook Tomahawk Tees for some of my crafty stuff I've been doing.
Every time I hear her talk about her Tomahawk teas, I'm thinking tease like she's teasing us or something. So
hot teas.
So spell the Tomahawk teas, since obviously I'm not thinking the right teas.
It's Tomahawk, normal TOMAHAWK, and then tees, TEES.
Okay.
Then you can find me at ppglear.com and watch one of my many of my 8 videos.
I probably got that many.
Don't feel bad, Eric. We have like 3 on our YouTube channel.
And we also got Nick Preen, right? Did I say that right?
Prine.
Oh my God, Nick Prine. I'm so close. I'm so sorry. I told you I'm a jerk. Nick, you're going to be self-training yourself as far as ground handling, but you're also going to seek instruction before you actually take off and go solo. So that's a good thing. Tell us a little bit about how we can get up with you. Do you have any videos or anything on YouTube yet?
Not yet.
Are you planning on doing any training or, showing what you're doing as far as your self-training on video?
Yeah, it's kind of hard filming myself with an iPhone, but I'm going to get a couple cameras and have my wife film, a couple of my kids film.
Okay. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right. Well, hey, you got my number. Talk with me. We'll try to get you hooked up where you got a channel too. So anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone that has joined us. Thank you all my panel members that were here, that are not here, that were here, that left. We appreciate everybody in the chat. Everybody that has donated, our anonymous donor. Thank you very much for doing what you do. Thank you everyone that has donated money in the super chat that just comes back around here so we can do fun things for you guys. We really appreciate you. You're listening to PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast. That's where you can find us on your very favorite podcasting app. But if you want to look at our pretty faces, you can just go to ClearPropTV.com. Check us out there. We also have another place that you can listen to us, and that's paratalk.org. We got lots of .coms. You can watch me at ppggrandpa.com, ClearPropTV, PPG Brian, PPG Shane. We got PPG Tommy, PPG Walter, Will Fly PPG. There's so many PPGs. Paramotor Girl. We got PPG. Blah, blah, blah. I can't. There's just too many of them. You guys already know what they are. Thank you so much for listening to us and watching us here. Don't forget to go to ppgshane.com to watch his awesome show tomorrow and watch us next week on PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast next Monday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Did I say that right? I sure hope so, because I am out of breath. Y'all have a great evening. We'll catch you next week. Bye.